Is that it up there? Is this it?
I, I don't know, man. We're just gonna have to find out. Whoa.
Holy shit, dude.
History being fucking made right now. Like,
You want one of the ice creams that people have licked?
yo,
I got drunk and my wife was horny.
what if you guys have to raise a fucking apocalypse baby?
You came unannounced. That's on you.
It is magical.
It's magical, yeah.
It is a magical thing.
Stop, please.
If you want a 1950s bitch,
Yeah, you did used to be a huge dick.
He is a men's right activist.
like, do you?
You better not say it. It's my joke.
It's a flesh hole.
You're a flesh hole. I don't think it's that specific where you have to go out and find some random Puerto Rican dude.
This bitch had the nerve to say,
Hey, by the way, I got a penis.
bro, your kid looks like a fucking troll.
Man, I wish I was Jewish so I could say the N-word.
Do you think there will ever be a time when we're cock African?
Welcome, everybody, to Blue Skies from the Basement. And actually, we are not together for this one. It's a little bit weird because of this huge coronavirus that's going on and everything. Me and my wife are at our own place. Wes is at his home place, and we have a guest with us too. But I'm Austin, so welcome. And then joining me, as always, is Wes.
What's up, guys? We're in the plural basements this time around.
The plural Blue Skies from the
Yeah.
basements.
Yeah.
And joining us is Taz.
Hey guys.
Taz is one of my longtime friends. Her and Man are. We would always just go over there and chill and hang out. We've had great conversations all the time. And Wes, you know Taz too. Like you hung out with
Yeah,
them.
but I've met Taz and Man before.
Yeah.
We've the few times we've talked, it's always been great. I think the last time I came over, you were watching that Robert De Niro movie, and you were trying to convince me to check it out.
Which one?
Where he's like, it was one of the more recent ones within the past couple years, where he's like a secretary or something.
Oh, I honestly listen, I love him. You know he has a black wife. Did you know that? His
No, I
wife
didn't
is
know that.
oh my God, listen, he is so down with the black girl magic. It's not even funny. And like, yo, I love him. I love him. I love him. I love everything he's in. So yeah, I can definitely see me doing that.
That's funny.
So with this, it's today is the 22nd of January, February, March, and
Where are we?
and it was actually just announced today that Ohio is going on a mandatory stay at home, and only essential like businesses and services are to be open or critical. Emergency people, firemen, EMTs, doctors, pharmacies, um, grocery stores, and stuff like that are what's going to still be open. But most of us that don't work from home, Taz, you're excluded from this, uh, are not going to work now. And it is like kind of a huge, like, what are we going to do? Like what's going to happen? And it's still kind of up in the air, especially with Ohio. Uh, I don't know, Wes. You think that they're gonna like waive people's like rent and stuff?
It probably depends on the rental company, man. Unless there's some sort of like statewide financial assistance, like either from the Fed or like the state government gets together and gives some sort of like financial package to these local businesses that are going to be affected by it. Like my job, I know they're applying for a small business loan, but by the time that we get approved for that money, we might not see it for 3 months.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but see, that's what if it's like a statewide like I'm not allowed to go to work, then I feel like every single rental place or whatever should be able to have a hold, like
Absolutely.
where they and the government should back them up on that, like for sure, as these because honestly, if these states are deciding to do this like one by one, like what was it? First was like California or something like that, and
Yeah,
then
San
uh
Francisco was first.
San Francisco, and then we had like New York, right? New
New
York is
York and
on
then
like
Seattle was
quarantine.
right after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like if you're seeing these different states and cities doing this, then it should have been on the
Yeah.
federal government to just implement it automatically and just be like, "Hey, we're gonna go 2 weeks, just shut down everything," and
Yeah.
then have a bailout. I mean, they were talking about like a $850 billion uh, uh, package basically, and like
Mm, yeah.
50 billion of it was gonna go to the airlines, and
Mhm.
like I think like I don't remember exactly how much was going to us. I think it was like 250 billion was going to us, but out of 850 billion, I mean 250 billion is going to us, but 50 billion is just going straight to the airline companies and everything else to help them out in this shortage. So it's like if that's the case, I mean that like them talking about giving us $1,000, like come on, give me that $1,000 right now because I'm gonna need that to pay my rent.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with that. Like, and in all honesty, I mean, what are taxes for? Essentially, it is
Right.
insurance. Like, it is your American citizen insurance. You know what I'm saying? It should absolutely be there for us to be able to get out of situations like. Um, I completely agree with that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in
I
the same way that we're guaranteed like roads so that we can get to work based on our tax dollars, it's like we should also be guaranteed like the ability to work through our
For
tax
sure.
dollars
Yeah,
given a
like let's
national
put off.
emergency like this.
Yeah, like let's put off fixing the roads for a while since we're not going anywhere anyway.
Yeah.
yeah, right. But I mean,
So,
but that like me working construction, that's basically what's gonna happen is because like nobody's gonna be working at where I am helping to build at, anytime soon. So they're
that's
basically just like, you don't need to
insane.
work right now. But the taxes that I
Seriously,
pay
guys.
into,
Okay, and I understand like the turmoil that we're in, right? But like honestly, like as far as like history being fucking made right now, like yo,
oh yeah,
yeah, this is these times are so bizarre. They-
Yeah, it's wild.
like what the fuck is happening?
Our carbon footprint has gone down
Oh
because
my gosh,
everything's
yes,
shut down.
which is awesome, right? What if
yeah,
this is
Yeah.
the way that the earth is healing itself? So I've been watching like documentaries about global warming and how like glaciers that have been around for thousands of years are melting in
Yep.
Antarctica. And so like they have these diseases that were around prior to the ice age, like just stuck in this ice that's been there for thousands and thousands of years. And now here we come fucking up the earth.
Yeah, we
And
like
literally just talked about this the other day.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah. You're
insane.
late.
Yeah.
You're late to the conversation there,
No,
Taz. I'm
no,
just gonna
I
let you
mean
know.
I mean, I've been thinking this. I've been preaching this, but
Yeah.
I mean, nobody cares, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Fuck
No, I've been
that.
saying the
I'm
same
gonna
thing.
dump this soda because
I've
I
been
don't give
saying
a
the
shit.
same thing that like this is the Earth's way of like replenishing itself, basically.
Mhm,
Like how it went through like an ice age is basically
mhm,
like what's gonna end up happening because with the glaciers melting, so that's more water that's going into the ocean. That's more water that's gonna get evaporated, right? So that just means like more water. I mean, we just had floods in Ohio like 2 days ago. I mean, I
mhm.
couldn't even get to my car. Like
Yeah, that's
because
insane.
I could get to my car, but my boots were soaked, and, like, if I would have tried to get because my like, where I'm parked at is on an incline, if I would have tried and, like, back out,
Mhm,
I would have flooded my car, and then that's
mhm.
I can't pay for that, so I just didn't even go to work. But this is what I'm talking about, where it's like there's more water going up into the clouds, and so that means that there's more water that's gonna hit us, and it's just gonna change. I mean, winters and like blizzards and stuff are gonna be even worse. Think about the places that are out there that get like 6, 7 feet of snow. Like they literally get like blocked in, you know?
Dude,
There's gonna be even more
Cleveland
snow.
Cleveland normally gets like hell. I mean, not 6, 7 feet, but like Cleveland normally gets hella snow. Do you know that my kid didn't have one fucking school day this year? Yo, I am pissed. I am so mad. I am so mad. Are you kidding? I remember my senior year of high school having cold days. It was too cold to go to school.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, depending on how long this lasts,
It
we
was
might.
too cold to snow.
Yeah.
It has been like that. So like These motherfuckers didn't even get a snow day?
Damn.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I know you were pissed too.
I mean, Austin, I do not listen. Had somebody told me when I was pregnant, if they had said, "Oh, hey, you're pregnant. Good for you. But don't forget that one day you're gonna have to wake up at the ass crack of dawn to take that fucker to school." I probably would have gotten an abortion. Okay? If one person had said that to me, I
You're
mean,
gonna have
I
to
get up
for
if
half the year,
yo,
for 18 years, you're gonna have to take that well, for, like
at least for 16, or
yeah,
yeah, like when they I guess when they start driving, but even then, what if you got a late bloomer? Oh
I had that
shit. Oh
I had that thought
shit.
today when I was talking to my dad about everything that's going on, and they're in a position where they can help us out while like I'm going on unemployment because of all this shit,
Yeah,
and so is my wife. So it's
yeah.
like we need help paying our rent and our car insurance. So
Are
I
you an
was
only
talk.
child?
Uh, I have a half brother, different dad.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but
Well,
he's in a position where he's able to help us out. But I was thinking
mhm.
about that while I was texting him, like, oh shit, I'm 27 almost, and I'm hitting up my dad for money. It's gonna be the same. My kids are 3 and 4 right now. Like 20 years from now, they're still gonna be hitting me up, like, hey dad, can you help us out?
Listen, no lie, you will continue to hit I've learned this and I'm coming to accept it, right? Like you will continue to hit your dad up until the day he croaks and his life insurance kicks in.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
That is when that is when you will say, "Oh shit, I need to be smart with my money because dad's no longer here." And then you go to his gravesite and you tell him all the great stories about how you finally got your shit together.
Yeah,
You're only
exactly.
60, so but yeah, so I mean that is like us as a people. Like that is what we do. For whatever reason we don't have that aha moment until we, you know,
kinda have to
Well,
go through it.
yeah,
yeah.
it's until the shit hits the fan. I mean, that's what we're dealing with right now with the climate change, the coronavirus. Is
Mhm.
like nobody's taking any of this seriously till it's too late.
Oh, for sure. Speaking of
Yeah.
which, Wesley, my mom owns a funeral home here in Cleveland, and the funeral business is impacted by this,
Oh yeah.
which is insane. People are having like my mom's funeral home, they're doing live streams
No
Oh wow.
shit.
because you can't have, all those
Yeah.
people there, and like the funerals are invitation only, like strictly, mom, dad, maybe kids if you didn't have a whole lot. You guys might have to, change rooms. Like,
So so does that, like, impact them in the way of, like, it costs less for them to do the funeral because, like, you pay them for how many people I guess you're expecting to be there? Or because
yeah,
they're not
sure.
and also, like, decorations and stuff like that, like, they're not gonna put up a whole bunch of decorations because,
Yeah.
you know
So I guess like what it really boils down to because so like I guess like the funeral home has a certain package that they offer if you are going to have a funeral there, and a church would have a different pricing. Does that make sense? Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're like their own business or what have you. Um,
Don't have to pay taxes, though.
for sure, for sure. But that doesn't mean that they're cheaper.
Oh, no, not at all.
But
Do
yeah,
funeral homes have to pay taxes? Do you know?
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm,
Okay. Sorry.
I think it
That was
mhm.
depends on the funeral home. They definitely have to pay property taxes, but there's definitely certain religious exemptions that some of those places get.
Mhm.
hmm.
But you can't, like, realistically, right? Like, you don't want to turn anybody's money away. So even if it's a Jewish funeral home and, I'm a Muslim, if my family comes to this funeral home because let's say it's the most accessible for all of us, um, they're not going to turn it down. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So,
Exactly.
like realistically, like usually people tend to go towards their own ethnicities, funeral homes. which is really interesting because like it's one of the very few businesses that are like that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, like black people have to go to the black funeral home. It just, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't feel right going to someone else. I mean, unless you have to, unless it's the most accessible, you know,
Right. Yeah.
or cheapest or what have you, whatever your case may be. Mhm.
So I just want to make sure that she gets introduced as well. My wife is in here now with us.
Hey,
Hi.
Honesty.
What's up,
Hi.
Honesty?
Hey, girl.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really happy I get to talk to you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. You have no idea. I was asking them before, like, so it's a yes or is it a no?
Yes, my baby wouldn't go to sleep.
Aw.
She's still
I
not going
told
to
you that would
sleep.
happen though. I fucking told you that. I swear. I said this shit. We were just talking about it and how like if somebody had told me that I would have to get up so early, I probably would have clipped the cord.
Yeah.
Like I have to get up so early. Sometimes it's so early. Charleston has said to me before, I've been like, baby, it's time for school. And he'll look out the window and he'll be like, Mommy, it's still nighttime. I'm like, baby, I know. For mommy too, okay? Like, I know. But it sucks, yeah. So
Definitely.
I know it's so awesome right now, and I'm so happy for you guys, but
Yes.
fucking wait.
Oh
It's
yeah.
already started. She's like
The
moving around
shit
now
is
because she's
about to
getting into
hit.
everything.
Yo, what if you guys have to raise a fucking apocalypse baby?
I got it. We're
A
good.
fucking Judith.
I know how to build a fire and I kind of know a little bit
Oh,
basics about hunting, so we'll be all right.
ooh. Really? Are you Rick Grimes though?
Nah,
You know what I'm
nah,
saying? Like you gotta
nah.
be well rounded. Like you
I'm
feel
no
me?
I'm no Bear Grylls,
We
but
not ready.
I
We
know how
are
to
not
build a fire, and
ready.
that'll at least keep us warm, and that's like my main
Bruh, I
concern.
know how to build a fire. That's nothing. We are not fucking ready. Do you understand
Nah.
me?
Oh yeah, no, for sure not.
I just
This
posted
is
a link for a bushcraft book that is very useful for these types of situations in the
Advanced Bushcraft,
ooh,
an expert field guide of the art of wilderness survival. What up?
I
I'll
recommend
take
this
it.
highly.
I'll
Highly
take it.
recommended.
Okay.
$0 if you have a Kindle Unlimited.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's
Paperback
like 12 bucks.
1160,
Yep.
or used you can get it for 689.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
nice.
Yeah, I get.
You know, I
Yeah,
love a
I
discount.
might have to look into that. There, Wes. I might have to look into that.
Oh yeah, it's totally worth it, dude. I mean, it just if you take some time like every day to read a page or so and then once you're done reading it, do the same thing again so that some of the information sticks in your head. If you're ever in a
Right.
situation where like cuz you never know what's going to happen, but
Mm,
you're stuck outside in the wilderness somewhere lost, this will help you survive.
mm,
And it's good to teach your kids that kind of stuff too. I
mhm.
mean, you can say
For
what you
sure.
want about like Boy Scouts and stuff, but it's a lot of that information is super helpful.
Wait. So you're telling me that Counter Strike is not a valuable resource for my daughter to learn?
No, first person shooters aren't gonna help you in the real world probably.
Ah, god darn it.
Mm, I don't know.
I mean, you might.
Maybe.
I
Taz might
kinda
be onto
feel
something
like
here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whoa,
I
whoa, whoa.
feel like I'm about to get ready to put my Call of Duty skills to fucking use. Like,
Hey, Taz does play some Call of Duty. I've seen you play, and you're not half
yeah,
bad.
yeah, I'm
I'll give you
gonna
that.
pop, 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 pop. Final kill, you know? Like, "Ooh, look," and then, of course, all the guys come on like, "Oh, that's a girl. Oh, you got your ass beat by a girl." You know?
And then you tell
Yeah.
him you smoke too.
Yeah, exactly. What? What? Imma be Michonne out here in these streets.
No, it is kind of like a joke now that anytime that we play with like a girl, like I'll jump into like a random game and there'll be a girl. Like everybody that's in there usually goes, "Is that a girl? Oh my god, is that a girl gamer? Is that a girl gamer? Oh my god!" Because it's
Yeah.
just it's just a joke that we do, but really, I don't. It doesn't bother me. I don't care about
Dude, guys
whether you're.
care.
All I care about is whether you're good or not. Okay, I don't care whether you're a guy or a girl, but I'm not gonna carry you regardless. Okay.
So, I had a rough couple days on Call of Duty.
Oh
You
Like
been
no.
playing that Warzone?
no, fuck no. I don't want to play that. I want to play regular, plain old team deathmatch.
Yes.
You
Hardcore.
Thank you.
still playing like Black Ops 3?
No, nigga. I play Modern Warfare.
Oh,
What do
my
you
bad. My
Thank
bad.
you.
play?
Yes, Taz. Yes.
What? I'm up to date on the shits. Okay. I. This is my shit. Okay.
Getting shit on
Anyways,
here.
so there is this group of guys that I play with and shit. And so I played with them 2 days ago. And I know it's been 2 days. I'm gonna post these on Facebook so you guys can have them. Um, but it was 2 days ago because so I got on right, and I was having a rough couple days on Call of Duty, like single digit kills. You feel me? And so I get on to play with these niggas, and they like, yo, one dude, he's like, yo, Taz, she always shitty. And I was like, what? What? Who? Are you kidding me? Like, okay, this was a rough game, and it was our first game together because I was on a lunch. I was on my lunch break, taking it. And I'm like, bro, this is our first game together. Like, I don't even know you. I don't know who you are. I normally play with like a couple of the other guys. That he was their friend. Anyways, so of course, to prove this nigga wrong, right? I've been taking pictures. I've been playing, hardcore whenever I can, and and I've been taking pictures of my kill streaks and shit. And my final score, you know what I'm saying? Like I just, it really rubbed me the wrong way. It really did. And as a girl gamer, like I feel like we have to go out of our ways to prove ourselves, And I'm
Well,
gonna
you
hit
can't let them shit talk you like that.
right, exactly. And I feel like, yo, it's National Women's Month. Let's be honest here, okay? Like, show some fucking respect.
Uh,
And I'm gonna hit him with these facts
did you just
because
say eh?
it is.
Women's Month?
It don't.
Uh,
All
You
right,
guys get a
don't.
whole month?
you're right. What do I You get a
Would
whole
you
month?
rather? Okay, let me ask you this. Would you rather we be barefooting in the kitchen? Because I can definitely do that if you are funding my entire existence, along with your child
Oh,
and along
I
with
got
yourself.
I
You
got a
know,
guy to show you. Hold on. I'll send a link.
okay.
Are you
You keep going though. I'm gonna
Okay.
find this.
Mhm. I mean, I'm just saying, like, guys have this crazy, 1950s way of looking at women and us as an equal or lack of, rather. Um, and what? We legitimately hold down at least 50% of the household, like the average American family.
Oh, for sure.
Women hold down
Yeah,
at
I
least,
mean,
But what
in the
50% or
family.
more,
listen,
Absolutely.
guaranteed.
So
Y-
if you want a 1950s bitch, I suggest you do 1950s nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, make all the fucking money. And of course, I'll have nothing but time to have your bathwater ready when you come home, daddy.
Oh
Do
shit.
you understand? Like,
Uh-huh.
I
you
do.
know, but if I have to work the same 8+ hours as you do, baby, we're gonna have to knock these dishes out together because, like, I'm tired.
Nah, I feel it.
Just like you.
I was just saying that
And
y'all get a whole month and you get Mother's Day. We literally just get Father's Day, and that's it. I
oh,
don't
you
see
are bullshitting me.
I don't
Fuck
see
you.
no
You will
no
not say that. What?
national,
Oh my
like,
God.
male
Every
month.
fucking day is guy with child equals unlimited access to all the vagina in the world because bitches are fucking stupid, and we're just like, oh my God, look at him with the baby. Ain't even your fucking kid. It's just like, oh, he make a good daddy. Ooh,
I just
penny
listen,
sweat.
I just wanna point this
Bullshit.
out that I have not been hit on one time since I've been married or since I've had a child, so
Shut
I
up.
don't listen, I
Have
the
you been out in public with baby alone?
no,
See,
no,
that's
no,
it.
I usually
Go
don't
out,
take
go
the baby
out
out
tomorrow.
alone.
We'll have to do this again next week. Okay, go out tomorrow with baby
I can't.
alone.
I can't. There's coronavirus shit.
And
I'm not taking her out
oh
during
yeah,
this.
oh yeah, no, because
Yeah.
Damn.
We're in here for up to fucking 8 weeks.
Well, we're gonna have to put a pin in this conversation, okay? Because you've never done it. You
the
you
o-
don't
the the only time that I've denied a woman and told her that I was like married was in my dreams. No shit.
understand.
Like,
Well,
yeah.
you're such a great guy.
I thank you. I take pride in that. So thank you.
You really are.
But I've been waiting on that moment though. Like seriously, like a part of me is like I can't wait to be like, no, I'm happily married. Thank you. And then
Oh,
like turn it down. Like that's gonna make me feel good.
Honestly, do you have the tingles? I do.
I don't know. I mean, I live with him, so no. Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you got
Oh, oops, I posted the same link twice. Ignore that.
it. Since I've moved to Cleveland, listen, I do not recommend moving to Cleveland. It is ghetto as fuck.
Is
Okay.
Cleveland sketchy?
Yo, it is ghetto as fuck.
Huh.
I do not recommend moving here, okay? And it ain't no toilet paper.
And there ain't no toilet paper.
Mm-mm.
I,
Zero, okay?
I heard that's gone everywhere, though, you know?
I guess. I guess. But just to add to the shittiness of Cleveland, okay? Ain't even no toilet paper to wipe this shit up. It is.
Is there just constant drama going on outside all the time?
Um, so alright, I'm gonna be honest, like I live in a suburb outside of Cleveland. So like nothing happens out here. But yes, it is always some shit. It's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
some shit, you know? And I mean, just I don't know. I'm just not a fan. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is where I'm from. But
Maybe not a place to stay full time.
yeah.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. Well, I'll keep that in mind. I'm not planning on moving to Cleveland anytime soon then.
Don't. If you get a job offer, don't.
Yeah. Oh, nobody's hiring right now.
Right? This is
Yeah.
so aren't these such bizarre times?
It's
Yes.
insane.
I mean, wow.
There
Wow.
I wanted to mention this earlier when we were talking about it, but there's people who are like trying to sell products to make big bucks off the whole pandemic. So there's people on Amazon who are selling things like coronavirus hats or anti-spitting hats, and it's
Yeah.
like it's a ball cap that has a screen on it that covers your face.
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
and then Amazon's removed more than 1 million of these products that claim to be effective against the coronavirus because a lot of them are
But
saying they're like anti-COVID-19 products, and it's not true. Like,
so like do you really blame them? I mean,
no, I mean, get it where you can, you know? Like,
right? I mean, like
I kind of
honestly,
respect the scam.
yeah. Yeah, like have you ever seen those videos on YouTube where it'll be like um I guess a person dressed like our image, our American image of what an ISIS member looks like with a
Oh yeah.
backpack on, and then they drop it, and then the beat drops, and it's like,
Run.
run. And then like the people run and shit.
Fuck yeah.
Like just like that, you know? We with all the fucking pranksters on YouTube, what about all those kids licking the fucking ice cream? You
Oh
know what I'm
god.
saying? Like
That
that
made me so mad.
yo, like what? You know, so shit like that is actually happening in America. So it makes sense for me that people would buy. I think I want one.
You want one of the ice creams that people have licked?
No, I want one of those masks that you were talking about,
There's
the sun visor mask shit,
yeah, there's
the
people who on Amazon.
anti-corona. I don't want
You
that
can also
Rona.
get a you can also get a 22.95 bracelet that says "I survived coronavirus."
I definitely want
Yeah,
that.
I
Um,
definitely want that shit
I
too.
what? We gotta have one of those.
We
We
gotta
deserve to have one.
we gotta
This
tell our
is
kids
epic.
we gotta tell our kids that like for us like Amelia that like we survived like a zombie apocalypse or something like that, you know?
Yeah,
Like
no medical assistance,
oh
okay?
yeah. Yeah.
No, there were no nurses. All the nurses had the Rona,
Had the
Okay,
Rona.
period. Like every last one. They
Hey,
did. They got it. All the doctors, like we were out here fending for ourselves. We were finding books and fucking reading and figuring out how to do shit because that shit is in books.
since
And
we're
that's how you
talking
should.
about nurses, doctors, and shit, like shout out to all the people out there that are like helping us with this. Like all of our medical
Yo,
field people, like shout out to you guys.
big
All
up.
our emergency response people, shout out to you guys. Law enforcement, shout out to you guys. I mean, this is a heavy time for us right now, and like shit could only get worse from here.
For sure.
I mean, grocery stores and shit are still open, but if worse comes to worse and that shit gets shut down, which I highly doubt, but if that happens, man, martial law comes
Highly
into
doubt.
play.
Why does your privileged ass highly doubt that?
I don't see like unless riots and shit start happening, I don't see them closing down like grocery stores and
And
pharmacies and
I'm
shit.
sorry, when have Americans been above a riot?
Oh, never.
Right. We riot over mere football games, sir.
You got a great fucking point there.
What could be the end of our days? Oh,
I
baby,
I
it
don't
would
know.
just have to be. I, I would give us 48 hours of grocery store closing before shit got real. in
Yeah,
this
I've
situation.
definitely if they close the grocery stores, I'm hunkering down somewhere. Like
Yeah,
fuck this apartment complex. I'm getting out of here and going and staying with somebody that like has like a shit ton of guns and shit. Cause I'm not. It ain't
yeah.
happening to me. I can tell you that much.
Hey, by the way, gun stores online, they are having sales right now. If that is your thing, not encouraging it. If it is not your thing, but if it is, you know, we got our right.
Hey, heard that. No,
I mean, shit could get weird, you
For
know?
sure. Real
what'd you say,
quick.
babe?
I love guns. I love them. They're my favorite things. I just want to shoot stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Mm,
girl.
Now's the time to practice.
this is the
Like,
exact opposite of how she feels.
we're gonna nope, nope, now's the time to practice. Whether you love them or not, now is the time. Like, you might have to, you know? And
Yeah,
then and then by the time we have to, we're not gonna be able to grieve like we're so used to being able to do. Like, ah, yo, shit could get real.
It could. It
yeah,
definitely could get real, and that's I think that's like the biggest concern with all this is that like right now we're in kind of like this transitional period and we don't know where it's going to transition to. So that's why everybody's buying fucking toilet paper out the ass and everything else. Like,
No, that still makes no sense to me. It
it
makes none.
doesn't.
So
Here,
I have had to
I can break
because
it
of
down for you
people.
if you want.
Please, because people have been buying it, and I refuse to go to Walmart, which is a mile away from my house, because I have like a mini Walmart, which is like Drug Mart by my house,
Hmm.
and they have everything I fucking need,
Mm.
even food, right? They've got like this whole little grocery store section. So I go there, and for the last 2 days, there has been zero toilet paper or paper towels on the shelves, and I mean, it really blows my mind that I have to go to Walmart or Speedway because that's really where I've been going because it's a half a mile away and not the whole mile like Walmart. And get wipes. You know, I've
Y-
been wiping my fucking ass with. I'm an adult, and I am wiping my ass with baby. My whole house. This is
Yeah,
some
yeah,
ghetto shit. This coronavirus got to go. Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Hey, anybody out there that has some toilet paper, please send it to your girl.
Just sending toilet paper in the mail.
Yeah, I had a customer tell me that she did not have any ink to print out a return label, but she had plenty of toilet paper. Ha ha ha.
Okay, so
What
here
the fuck?
let me break it down for you. So here's what happened. All right. So this came out and it started to be talked about that like you might be having to hunker down in your house for up to a month, right? So people were freaking out and thinking that like toilet paper was just one of those things that once the snowball hit the top of the hill, it picked up so much momentum so quick that now the people that would normally not freak out are like they're buying all the toilet paper. I need to go and buy as much toilet paper as I can before it's all gone. they're not even freaking out about it. They're just like, at some point, there's going to be no toilet paper. They're not going to make any toilet paper anymore. Like, we don't still continue to make fucking toilet paper. And so they need to go and buy as much as they fucking can because everybody else is buying. Like, it's just a snowball effect is what happened. Is like one or two people bought a shit ton, and that made everybody else think that they needed to buy a shit ton, so on and so forth.
Yeah, people go into panic mode when stuff like this happens. It's kind of like natural human instinct. So like, there's people stocking up when they damn well knew they shouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean that's why
My
we.
And I
my
mean,
phone just died, Austin. So you're not gonna be able to see me anymore.
God
Sorry.
damn it, you suck. I had to plug my phone in. I get it.
I just look back and my wife is doing funny faces into her phone.
mm,
Your wife is a funny face. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
bad.
His wife hates me anyway, so.
She
Again,
does.
it is National Women's Month.
Oh, geez, we're back onto this now.
Let's let's refocus, okay? Give us the fucking respect that we deserve because realistically, like we be bitches out here, but we be queens though, and we be making that money.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
No, but honestly, were you here when I was telling them about the view that men have on women? Bullshit. They want to have like this 1950s.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like that's fucking bullshit. Like fuck you. I work 8 hours a day too,
So,
and more during peak season. Fuck you.
just so
Shit.
you know, Taz,
Mm.
honesty doesn't work.
And even then, guys act like, huh, huh, act like they are so deserving because we don't work. When it be like, nigga, do you want me to go out here and get a job? Because a bitch don't have a problem with working.
Right, that's true. Sometimes he is like, oh, well, I don't feel like, he was like, oh, I don't do laundry and I don't want to do the dishes.
Yes, like,
I'm like, okay, that's
oh, you too good to do the fucking laundry now.
yeah,
Okay. See, girl, you gotta call me because I will get Austin together.
okay.
What? Oh my god. See, I knew that this was gonna come to this point where I'm like getting attacked about this shit. No, 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 no.
I'm
Listen,
just saying.
I don't. I help out
And
around
I
too. I do
understand what
shit.
you're saying. I understand what I do understand what you're saying. Like
I help clean
this
up and
is her
everything else,
job
and
that she has
work a
agreed to
fucking
do.
40-hour week.
No, I feel you. I feel you. So, just so you know, because for a long time after I had Charleston, I didn't work. I don't think I worked until I was, or until he was rather. What, mm, 2.5?
Yeah, but let's be real here. Like, once you have a child, you work 24/7.
For sure,
Like
for sure.
I
And
work 24/7, and so does my wife. Like, she works 24/7
Well,
because she's taking care of the baby and everything else.
we do
So,
have to,
mhm.
like, shout out the people. Like, we do have a lot of, like, family that are willing to keep our child. Like, we are not, like,
Yeah,
24/7 since she's been born. We do get a
for
lot,
sure.
but in general, yeah.
And even with that, like it is still hard to find time to have a date night. It is still hard to find time just for yourself. And then throw friends in the mix.
mm,
Oh, don't throw in the friends that don't have kids yet. Shit.
yeah,
You
see,
know
that's
what I'm saying?
that's why it was nice. Wes already has 2 kids, so, like,
Mm.
with me and him, it was really easy. I was
Well,
like,
you
"You already
got
have
2 kids.
kids, so."
Now, Wes, let me ask you.
Yeah, what's up?
What made you decide to do it twice?
Oh, the second one was a complete accident.
Oh, okay.
I
That makes
got I got
total
drunk
sense.
and my wife was horny.
Damn. You know what? Oh. Was it
Hey,
tequila?
Huh?
Was it tequila?
No, no, no. I'm a
Oh,
heavy beer drinker.
oh, okay, okay. Hops will do it to you too, just
Uh-huh.
like tequila. Yeah, I mean, damn it.
it'd be whiskey for me, if anything. I can't drink tequila.
Mm,
I get, like, mad on tequila.
No,
oh,
I totally agree with what you're saying though. Like having the two kids and before all this happened, like my wife's schedule and my schedule, the way they work, she works first shift and I work second shift because there needs to be somebody home to watch the kids at all times.
right.
But
Right,
that means that when she gets home, I leave, so I see her for
right.
10 minutes every day.
That sucks. And then you know what? That is fucking bullshit because then what happens? You have less sex or you're trying to bust your ass to find time to have that sex. And what keeps marriages together, people?
Sex.
Sex. It's
Yeah,
sex. It is
exactly.
not understanding. It is how good the sex is after you guys argue. You know what I'm saying? And all in between. Like it is sex. And what
If
the
you
fuck?
don't argue and then smack her around a little bit in the bed, like, how good is your
Yo,
fucking marriage? Or how good is your
like, do you
relationship?
even love me? Like, do you? I don't
Oh,
believe you.
jeez.
You know? Mm-mm.
Although I
See,
feel
that's
like
bullshit. That's how America fucking gets you. They sell you this dream that is like
though
fucking
you're talking like the white picket fence shit, and that's just not, like, ideal, really.
no,
First of
no.
all, if I had a picket fence, it'd be painted black, like, let's be real here.
Yes, me
That's
too.
just my aesthetic.
Yes. And I would need it to be like the privacy fence,
Oh,
like
yeah,
a really tall one, because I don't like people like that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Mhm.
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I would like to
But
have enough land to where, like, I don't have to have a privacy fence, you know? Like, I might have a privacy fence around, like, my pool or, like, the hot tub and shit, but other
no,
than
but
that
like if you had that much land, let's be real, like your house would be smack dab in the middle. Like,
yeah,
you know, like the White
yeah,
House.
yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. I'd be like, I can walk out my house naked and there ain't go unless you're on my
Oh, yeah.
land, then you can see
Mhm,
me, and then that's an issue unless you're a friend, so
mhm.
but if you're a friend coming over at, like, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm sitting on my porch naked as fuck, like, you came unannounced, that's on you.
Yeah, for sure. Agreed. Agreed.
No, I do think that women, like, should definitely get, um, the credits that they deserve. I mean, that's like, she doesn't work, but anytime that she wants to go out and do something or, you know, like, wants something, like, I'm always like,
Yeah,
"Yes." Like, "Please
yeah.
get out
And
of
you
the
know,
fucking house. Like,
in all honesty, I
leave me
believe
alone."
she shouldn't have to work, you know?
Mhm.
She did
No.
something that you can't do, motherfucker,
Mhm.
you know?
And
You don't know what the fuck childbirth feels like,
no, yeah, you're right.
you know? You don't know.
I
Well,
mean,
fuck you.
I did get
National
lucky.
Women's Month.
I got lucky to get a job to where I make enough to where she doesn't have to work, you know, and, like, a lot of people don't have that,
That's all fine and dandy, but the magic is in the vag, okay?
I don't
That's
know,
nice.
I
That's nice and sweet. Ooh, you got money. Make it rain at the club. Okay. Still pay your rent. Okay. But at the end of the day, nigga, you listen, you did not bust that shit open for a baby. Okay.
What's
Not no real nigga, a baby.
what's the Family Guy joke? It's vagic or
It is a magical thing.
it's vagical,
It
yeah.
is magical. It's magical. What?
Stop, please.
I'm just saying. My brother and I were just talking. He was
Oh
he
my
my brother
god.
does a podcast and he was like whatever the topic was, it was like about how women win over men just because like we have vaginas. And I was like, well, to make it so that it's not so it doesn't come off so assholish, you've got to find a good word for um,
Vagina?
vaginal advantage, or vaginal privilege, like some type of, privilege over penis. Like we got to find some way to, make it cool. Like how couples do Brangelina. We've got to, you
Brangelina.
know, you feel me? Like you got to make it cute. And then it's like, oh, it was asshole-ish until that joke at the end. Ah, ha, ha, that made, like I know what I'm talking about. Okay. And, and so he's like, what would we call that? Vaginal privilege, but privilege, but
But privilege.
but so we're like
Privilege.
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 Ooh, I like it. Privilege. 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 Mm. I like it. I do like it. I like it. Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
mean,
I don't know.
it's hard. I was like, you know what? I need a thesaurus.
I need a
Probably the
thesaurus.
first time I've said that in my adult life. I'd need a thesaurus.
So, do you think that okay, so we're going back to like the 1950s like view, and now you're saying that that's like how guys expect women to kind of be, you know? And then you got like women out there that are like, I don't even want a man that works a 9 to 5. They're like, I don't want you to be like, oh, my money hits on Friday. They're like, I want you to have that money now. Like, I want that right now. Like, I don't care what you got to do. Like, I saw like a post about it today, and this chick was like, I she was like, I don't it not he doesn't necessarily have to be selling drugs or in fraud or something like that. Like he can be in like the music industry or media and like doing that. But she's like, I want that money now. I don't want no 9 to 5 dude. I want a dude that gets that money now. I'm not trying to wait till Friday. I want that money. Like she's like, I want to go get her. You know what I mean? Like is how what's for you two? What is the majority do you think of women that think that way and would rather be with a dude that's like get that money now, regardless of what he does, or a man that works a 9 to 5, you know, and has kind of more like stability and shit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So what's the majority? What do you think?
I feel that we've all probably had our share of bad boys. Um, and if all it took was one, kudos to you, bitch. Okay, because what? For the most part, like we've all had our share of bad boys, and I mean it's. I feel like it's a phase that you go through, you know.
Yeah.
You think like a younger phase, like once you get past
Um,
like 25, you might not think like that, or what?
no, I think it's a mental thing, you know. Like, what are your dreams and aspirations? You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually, like a 30-year-old single woman is gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna go to school and get my master's and just be the baddest boss bitch I can be because fuck men,
That's
like
not what
she's
we're saying.
been through so much.
That's not what I was asking you though. Yes, there can be the woman that goes out there and gets it on her own, but I'm talking about the woman that doesn't, that like still wants a
Yeah,
man and a man to take care of her. But we're talking about a woman that wouldn't want to be with a man that would work a regular 9 to 5.
I think it's a mindset. It's like where she is in life, you know?
But I don't necessarily think that that's right. I think like
I don't think it's right either, but it's the
if you're
way of the
gonna
fucking world. It's not fair. My brother always says, "Nice guys never win."
bullshit, I'm nice and I won.
You didn't used to
Okay.
be nice. You had
All right, fair enough.
Mm,
Yeah, you did used to be a
mm,
huge dick.
Yeah, this is true.
mm,
All right, fair enough.
mm,
Fair enough. Yeah,
mm,
yeah. Both of my
mhm,
best friends, my wifey and my best
mhm.
friend, are straight up calling me out right now. Like,
I'm
nah, bro.
so happy that I didn't know you then because what?
Yeah.
Austin's
Oh,
always
yeah.
been
I was a piece of shit. Let's just put it out there. I was definitely like that was my nickname for a minute on the podcast was piece of shit. Cause yeah. I went through some phases and shit and was not a good person, but my wife definitely helped me out a lot, and Wes definitely helped me out a lot too with like just becoming a better person. So yeah, you got
in
lucky.
all
You had me
honesty,
at a good
like
time.
some people are um pre-wired to be good and some people have to learn how to, and that's okay. We are all fucking humans, and let's be real, like we all make mistakes even if we don't get caught. I pride myself on having a very discreet record, and just because I haven't been caught, um and just in life in general, right? Like just doing shit, I haven't been caught, it doesn't mean that I don't feel bad about it, and it's like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm not gonna tell this lie or whatever. Like
Yeah, I feel
this
that.
is
Feel that for
Yeah.
sure.
but
Uh,
I don't know, but you know what? More power to those women. Because realistically, like they say, like if you put things out into the universe, like that's what you get back. So, bitch, if you can put out into the universe that you don't want no nigga that work no 9 to 5, girl, and you get one that you come up on Drake. Hello, I'm gonna be out here doing the same thing. Like what? Like
Man, what are your chances of meeting a
you
Drake?
will this to you? Okay, girl.
What are
And
you?
I gotta chant what?
I wish I could be a Drake.
I mean, you guys got to
No.
remember too that all the dudes out there that just have like the baller money, where like you're just kind of set for life. Not all of them are like nice guys or
Right.
assholes. There are also like there's the guys who are like complete trash who have that kind of
Oh, for
money.
sure. Oh, for
Uh,
sure.
Yeah.
the link I posted in the chat, I don't know if you're able to see it, Taz, but it's this guy called King Cobra Tate. His name's Andrew Tate. He's a former fighter, and he's this guy who like posts inspirational quote unquote videos for like men's rights activist type guys. His most recent post on Facebook right now is, "I don't expect my woman to clean. I pay somebody to do that. I'd expect her to do it if I told her to, because she listens to me. So I'll throw her a test. If she passes, she'll likely never have to do it again. I do, however, expect her to not make a fucking mess."
Mm. But you
Okay,
know
see,
what?
no. Here's the
I'm
first
pissed
problem.
about this.
Here's
What
the first
is there a
problem.
problem?
Here's the
Okay, go
first
ahead.
problem is that he is a men's right activist. That dude is automatically a douchebag because, like, why do we need to defend our rights? Like, we have all the rights. Like, let's be real. And he's a white male too. Like, he is a straight white male. Like,
Mhm.
if there's anybody that has all the rights, it's this dude. Like, why are you advocating for men's rights? Like, we already have that shit.
No, white men have lost their right to beat and rape their wives in the comfort of their own homes without the
Okay.
Holy
police on their
shit.
shit.
You know what?
Fire.
That's what he's activating.
They have lost that right. I
You're right.
mean that, and there are some old men that you can say, it's possible for a man to rape his wife, and they'll be like, "What the fuck? What do you mean? You can't rape your wife."
Yes. Yes, you can.
And you can, absolutely you can.
Mm-hmm.
But be that is a right that men had, and it is no longer, okay?
They're mad that
So
the rule of thumb got taken out.
It's
You
fucking
know, like
crazy that
yeah.
that's
anybody's
not
mad about that.
that's
Oh,
not our
yeah.
law anymore. That you can't beat your woman with a
Mhm.
stick no wider than your thumb.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
that's where rule of thumb comes from.
Mm.
The rule of thumb
That
was
is
that
fucking disgusting. I'll
you
never
could
say that again.
you could
A
beat your
lot of
wife.
those old sayings are fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
insane.
My
That's
wife better watch out. I know that rule of thumb. Okay.
way by, because I will be at your fucking throat.
First of all, I'm a skinny ass motherfucker. I ain't gonna be able to beat her with nothing wider than a sneaker lace.
Uh, think about it,
Sneaker
okay?
lace.
Hey, my wife will tell you I ain't never laid a hand on her, so she ain't got shit to worry about.
As you should not.
What was
But
that, honesty?
Yes, I definitely smacked him one time though.
Yeah, she did.
as you
Yeah.
should,
She
okay?
did.
Sometimes they need it.
Yeah,
I got straight up and walked away too because I was like, I'm about to beat her ass.
halfway home.
You're funny.
I'm not kidding. I walked away because I was literally like, she smacked me hard. I was like, I'm about to throw some hands at her, and I was like, I just need to walk away, and walked like a mile or two down the road before she found me and picked me up. And by that time, I was cooled down enough that like we just went back to the house and then like had an argument or whatever. But in that moment, yeah, that's why I walked away. I didn't look back or nothing. She was trying to get me to come back. I was like, nope, I'm walking away right now. Yeah.
That's
I've never laid a hand on her, and I never will. If anything, I will walk away in that situation. I'll just leave. I'm not. There's no point in doing that.
get that for sure. Yeah.
Mm.
Um, but we're not gonna act like um men calling the cops on women. Since this whole independent woman movement thing has jumped off. Um, we're not going to pretend like men don't do that, because men are calling the police on their abusive situations with their girlfriends or wives or what have you. And women are going to jail for domestic violence in record numbers, like first time ever in history. Which I think is great, because we
I mean, that's
can.
closer to equality.
Yeah, absolutely. Like if it's a quality that we're seeking, okay, fine.
Yeah, see, my
But
wife
then
hitting me was years ago, so you better watch your ass now, babe, because I'll call the cops on you real
no,
quick.
see, it's too late. It's too late.
Yeah, statute of
Um,
limitations, guys.
yes, yes, the statute of limitations has run out. Okay, you had your chance. Sorry, okay, missed it.
Fuck.
Darn it, you
It's
were
2020. You too
this
late.
close to beating her up.
Mm-mm.
Mm. But so I was trying to find out how long this guy has been married to this girl. Because I do feel like, he didn't start saying this type of stuff overnight, right?
Is he married? Is Andrew Tate married?
He said, oh, no, you're right. It says my woman to clean. Oh, that's
Yeah.
probably why I couldn't find anything because I typed in wife thinking that. But okay, fine.
Yeah, I don't know if he's
Girlfriend.
married, but if you watch some of his videos, he's constantly like angrily talking about women. So I think he might be mad at just one specific woman.
Okay.
And that's
And
Yeah.
like
if he
where
has,
all of
if he has
this anger is coming from.
Yeah, but if he
Bless
has a mental issue or, whatever he's got going on, that is completely on him. And if that girl, whomever she is, to him is choosing to be around that because this did not start today, or on February 6th. This did not start then.
Right, right.
Um,
Oh no.
so
So
she
this has been
she knew what
encoded
she
in him
signed
from
up for.
childhood.
Yeah, so she knew what she signed up for. And I just feel like, if if your contract or if your way of thinking is to earn to love someone as opposed to learning to love them, then by all means you have at it. Have at it.
Yeah, it's just a depressing way to go through life, though.
Yeah, like it's girls out here willing to get beat up for, $1 million.
Leave that man. It ain't worth
Potentially,
it. It ain't worth it.
like, damn girl, he could at least wait until you
Or
guys are married. And
marry
yeah,
his ass real quick and then take half his money.
yes, yes.
Like do
Mhm.
something to get back at him, but just
But oh,
don't get your ass
here's the
beat for
catch
nothing.
22. Don't have a baby because oh my God, what if your kid has those same super angry characteristics? That is what bitches don't think about. That's free
Mm.
game for you bitches.
Nah, Amelia's already
Mhm.
starting to show like her anger side, like, cause
Mm,
I got the anger, and she's already starting to show it. Cause like I'll wake up in the morning, she'll just be beating me in the face, like just
mm,
smacking me hard as fuck in the face.
mm,
She's like, "Get up!"
mm.
She
See?
also seems really happy when she screams. Like she's like angry
Yeah,
screaming, but she's smiling while she's doing it.
That
bro,
sounds
it is
bossy
creepy
to
as
me.
fuck.
That doesn't really sound angry. That sounds bossy to me. And she ought to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I can see where you're coming from with that, but you need to see her face though,
Yeah.
and you gotta hear the scream. Like I know what you mean, but nah, this is coming from like a like I'm gonna slit your throat and be happy about it scream.
Yeah, she almost looks like when Chucky like comes at you with a knife
Yeah,
from the Child's Play movies.
it's not like
Oh, yeah, I know.
it's not like she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna boss you around and be happy about it. Like you're gonna be my bitch and like I got you." It's more like I'm gonna cut you and be happy about it. Type shit. Like
Well, given that she is, or could potentially be an apocalypse baby, maybe she already knew this before she knew this before she got here. So
oh
she
man.
came with like super skills. You feel me? That we're not even hip to because like babies are dope like that.
I mean, but they say that like well, some people say like kind of the conspiracy or is that like your child has
Mm-hmm.
everything that you have learned in them
Mm-hmm.
already, but they
Mm-hmm.
just
Oh,
don't know it.
you
Mm-hmm.
pass memories through genes somehow.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. But so it's just like easier for them to understand something
Mm-hmm.
when you or your significant other have already like gone through it. They
Mm-hmm.
don't know it, but when it comes up to them, it's gonna click a lot easier for them than it would. Like if it took you 2 years to understand basic geometry, it'll take your child a year to understand basic geometry. Like
Gotcha.
just as a
Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
ass fucking
Yeah.
example, okay?
No, I get
But that's what I'm saying. So
for
like
sure.
your kids are better than you. Is
Yeah.
basically what it's saying. Is that they're better than you, and then they'll be able to like get to where you're at a lot quicker
Mhm.
because you've already given them the tools to get there. They just still have to like learn it. But you gave them like it's like I didn't have a hammer to hammer this nail in. I did it with my hand, and now I'm
For
giving the hammer to my child for her to hammer a nail in. She's got the
sure.
hammer, but she still has to learn how to use the hammer.
Right.
But it's still going to be easier for her to nail the nail in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, okay.
Hey, before we get too far off of it, I did want to give something for you guys and kind of do like a little bit of our hero of the week.
Oh shit, it's a hero. Hero of the week.
Hell yeah.
I posted it in the chat, but California man starts street corner toilet paper exchange. Drivers are dropping off rolls of TP to a man who quickly gives them away to those in need. It was Encinatas.
You got it, bud. You got it.
I'm sorry. California, disturbed by empty store shelves and reports of hoarding during the coronavirus crisis. A man stood on a Southern California street corner and held up a homemade cardboard sign with a simple request: share your toilet paper. Johnny Blue told the San Diego Union Tribune on Saturday that the response to his impromptu toilet paper exchange in Encinitas was immediate.
Encinitas.
Encinitas
Yes.
Yeah.
was immediate and
You have
positive.
no culture. Go ahead.
You're right. I don't. No, I don't. Drivers honked horns in support and stopped to drop off rolls of toilet paper just as quickly Blue would hand rolls to those in need. Blue, a physical therapist, said he plans to be out on the corner again Sunday to encourage people to be better amid the global pandemic. Blue gave a few rolls to a grateful motorist who said he came up empty at several stores. He was like, "Do you want me to pay you?" I said, "Nah, man. Somebody gave it to me. Take it." The 33-year-old took the newspaper he made his sign after a friend had a difficult time finding diapers and essential supplies for his kids. I think people want a sense of community, Blue said. When things are really challenging, people are looking to band together and be unified. So shout out to Johnny Blue for standing on the fucking street corner and getting people to share their toilet paper.
For a guy with the last name Blue, he's pretty happy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Is that what we're gonna do now? Is
Yes.
that where the podcast is going? Is making jokes
Dad
like
jokes. Yeah.
that? Oh my god.
Look, I got 2
guess.
kids. I get 1 dad joke a month.
Babe, what was that dad joke you said to me earlier?
Hold on.
Oh, she's looking it up. Oh,
You better not say it. It's my joke.
Yeah, so I was thinking, they don't have a mom jokes,
Oh yeah.
but like we got fucking jokes out here, and so I think we should go on tour.
You would like the podcast Your Mom's House.
yeah. Okay, what was your joke, babe?
What did the cell say to his sister when she stepped on his foot? Mitosis.
Mitosis. I love it.
That's awesome.
Fucking hilarious. I love it. But I was just about to say, I love a good dad joke, and
Yes.
no, we're not doing that anymore. We have to say mom jokes from now on.
So would that be considered a mom joke? Or is that a dad joke?
That's a
I
What?
mean,
You
I'm
said
sure
what?
it was as a dad joke.
That's a science joke.
It
Oh,
is a
it's a
science joke.
Okay, all right. I could see that.
Fair enough.
We should just call them parent jokes, you know?
Instead of dad jokes or mom jokes, it's just a parent. Is this where we're getting now? Are you guys so fucking? Never mind.
It's
Well,
a person hole, not a
otherwise-
manhole.
Right.
Otherwise, we're gonna go on tour, and
No, it's a maintenance hole, Wes. It's a
Sure.
maintenance hole, not a manhole.
It's a people hole.
It's a maintenance hole. It is not a manhole.
It's a flesh hole.
You're a flesh hole. No, but seriously, Tad, did you hear about that? That they were changing, like, you know what a manhole is, right?
Mhm.
Like the
My butt.
a drain. You
And,
know.
if we're gonna really commit to this whole independent woman, which, by the way, I completely against. Okay, I would much rather. Minus
Isn't
the
real
lack of respect stay-at-home moms get because I was there. Um, I'd much rather do that. I would, but I don't know. Minus that, I'd rather not. So if we're really gonna go through with this whole independent woman thing, then I feel like it is a maintenance hole.
Yeah, don't you think like true feminism though is like the right to choose? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, no. No.
no,
See, no, these bitches done talk, and so men done said that men have already gotten the idea, so that no, it's over. It's over. It's too late. Too late.
hmm.
We fucked up.
Okay, but
We listened to
do
him.
you think that women forget the fact that like men need women too? Like you're trying like the whole like feminism thing and them like being like independent woman shit, but like I get that, but don't you like do they not realize that like men need women too as much as they won't admit it? Like or as much as like a manly man is afraid to admit that like he needs a woman, like but yeah, we need women too. It's not that
Absolutely.
you just need us, like we need you to fuck.
Women are so catty that we would not band together for, let's say, something that would be in everyone's interest, a ban on pussy. Okay. Um, Women are so
Mm-mm.
catty that there is always going to be at least one whore in every man's city that is going to be down to give him some sloppy toppy at the very
Dude's
least.
just
And
lining up.
you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And so then we don't work together. So everything goes to shit, and we can only get so far with you guys. And then you bust out the big guns like, oh yeah, see, this why y'all need men. You know?
Yeah.
And
But it's the
the fact
same
that
on both sides though, like, just like you said, you won't be able to all band together, but then the same thing with, like, the guy side or the male side is, like, we can't, get all the guys out there to be like, "Nah, y'all like, you
right,
being this manly man and saying that you don't need a woman is
right,
wrong." Like, I'm not
right.
gonna be able to change his mind, you know what I mean? Like
And we're too stupid to just say, okay, let's agree to disagree and figure a way through this. Most times.
oh, yeah, for sure. That goes well hard into politics, and I don't
Mhm.
we don't talk
Oh God.
politics on we don't talk politics on this podcast, I can't
Uh,
do it.
People with this, yeah, the problem with all that shit is that people are unwilling to admit when they're wrong. They'll just
Yeah.
stand their ground even when they know they're wrong.
Hmm.
And get all
Even
mad and be like,
teachers,
"No, no, no, no."
even teachers. I remember arguing with teachers and I knew I was right and they would not, but who am I? I'm a kid. Like, so even like us, uh, I feel like being 18 is a rites of passage, and then, being 60, you can really say what you want to say. Like you can say
Yeah.
all the racist shit that you've been holding back, or whatever. Like,
Yo, my great grandma gets away with some shit.
and you know what? I bet you won't nobody say nothing to great grands. Hell no. You know, that's like cussing out God. You know what I'm saying? You Jesus' cousin at least. You know what I'm saying? You can't cuss nobody out that old.
Yeah, it's heresy.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Mm.
Oh my god. Um, so we're at about that hour mark. You guys wanna take a break real quick?
Yeah, I gotta pee.
I'm going to smoke a cigarette real quick, so
Alright,
I'm gonna go do that. Smoke a cigarette.
BRB.
Meow. But anyways, welcome back everybody to Blue Skies from the Basement. I don't remember what we ended on, but I know what we're gonna start on here. Um, so Taz, you were on a podcast called Adult Conversations. And you can find them on Facebook and YouTube, right?
Yeah, mhm.
Yeah, on YouTube. Um, and you guys were talking about something that we had talked about before, with people dating outside of their race and whether it was okay for them to do so or not. What?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
You
Bring it
good?
on. Mhm.
Okay. So people dating outside of their race. And I I think that you guys had some good points, but I don't know. I don't think I necessarily agree with like it really being an issue regardless. Like I don't want to. I don't want to seem like that guy, but race shouldn't be something that's like implemented into who you think that you should be with. You know, like you shouldn't have that mindset of like your race and whatever it is, and like you sticking to that. That's just being ignorant in my view, and that uh, it's more about the person and their personality and like who they are is what you should go for, and not so much as like the color of their skin.
For sure.
Because I specifically remember you saying
Oh shit.
that if a white woman were to want to date a black man, she would
Oh.
have to ask a black woman first and make sure that that woman was not interested in him. Or that, okay, basically what you were saying was that a black woman should get first dibs on a black man
Yeah.
and
Agreed.
over a white woman.
Agreed.
I'm just saying, this is what you said.
Yes.
No, those are your
Agreed.
words.
Yes.
Of course you're agreeing with them because that's what you said.
No. Before you were saying some other stuff, and I wasn't agreeing with that. Now you're saying what I actually said, and yes, yeah, that still stands.
You use the example. We were using the example of my wife at the at the time,
Okay.
but the whole general thing was that
Mhm.
a black woman would get first. I don't think that that's right. I don't. That's what I was trying, I guess, to explain earlier. Is that like I don't know, like
So
that's
I think from my perspective on this, because I should have listened to the episode that you were on, and I didn't, because I've been told about it, and we've been talking about having you on as a guest for a long time now. So I totally had plenty of time to go and listen to this podcast, and I'm sorry that I didn't.
Oh, it's
Um,
okay.
I totally meant to, and just kept not doing it because I'm a terrible person. Um, but uh, my wife is Puerto Rican, and I'm standard white male, and so I'm just curious about like the lines that are drawn when you get into that type of thought process with relationships. Like as a white guy, should I have asked a Puerto Rican man if it was okay for me to date her?
I don't think it's that specific where you have to go out and find some random Puerto Rican dude and then show your wife to him and be like, "Hey, is it okay if I date her?"
No,
It's
but
more
when we first started dating, like if there was a Puerto Rican guy that was interested in her, should I have been like, is it okay for me as a
yes.
white
There we
guy
go.
to take her from you?
Yes. That's exactly what she's saying. That's exactly what she's saying you should have done. Okay.
Okay, so first and foremost, right, you are kind of taking what I said out of context.
Well, I didn't listen to it, so
I
this
mean,
is
I
what
did
Austin told
say
me.
it. I said that. I definitely said those words. Okay, I'm not Bill. I said it. Okay. Um, but what I like ultimately what I meant was that I dislike the mindset that a black man would have saying like, oh, I only date white women or white girls like, oh, I only date black men. Um, there's a hashtag. Um, shit. No more white guys, I believe. And it's just like it's literally just like a bunch of skinny blonde white chicks like with their pregnant bellies like, "Ooh, look at me. I'm pregnant with a half black baby." Like, "Ooh, yeah. Like my
Hashtag
baby can
no
be."
more white guys.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
They should have just put a hashtag once you go black, you never go back.
Yo, that may have been a little better. But even then, it is it's offensive. You know what I'm saying? It's
Okay,
offensive.
but
Um
Taz, this is not what we're talking about. We can get into that, but no, what we were talking about is that, like, let's say you and Honesty were friends, okay,
mhm.
and you guys were
Well, we
both
are
single,
friends.
and y'all went out to the club.
Honesty should absolutely say, "Hey Taz, are you good if I go for Tyrone over there or what's up?" You know
So
what I'm
should
saying? And I'd
so
be
sh-
like, "Yeah, girl, go for it." You
so should
know?
you have to go up to her and be like, "Hey, I want to go for this guy, Kyle." Is it
Yes.
okay? Yes.
Absolutely, I would
For
ask
what?
Honesty. Like,
For
"Girl,
why?
you
For
mind if I go
why?
for Kyle over there? Cause honey, what?
For
Let's try
why?
to look together." What?
Why?
No,
Why? Is
and
it specifically because of the race?
yeah,
That's the only thing that it has to deal with anything is because he's the same race as you, which actually like specific like your specific race, it could just because he's black doesn't mean that he's like your specific like is he African or like is he like mixed and then he's like something else, you know what I mean?
first of all, Austin, you know that I love him chocolate, okay? I like him blickety black. Okay, no.
Hashtag no more white men.
Right though, right? No, but,
Well,
I
like,
and
how
okay,
far do you
obviously,
expand that to like the races though? Like, as far as like brown people or like quote unquote what we call brown people, like, does
like,
that
so
expand to Indian people or does that expand to like Native Americans
No,
or
because they're
well,
Latino?
for
Indian and
me,
they're Native American
no.
and they're Latino. They're
Well,
not black.
for me, all people of color are grouped together, so it's us and y'all.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
see, that's exactly what I was saying. Is like,
oh,
yeah,
so it doesn't matter even if honesty was to in our hypothetical situation here. If honesty was to go for a Puerto Rican man, she would still have to go to you and be like, "Hey, is it okay if I date this Puerto Rican man?" Because it's
Oh,
the
for
same
sure.
thing
Like, he's a
as a
person of
black
color.
man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
But
smacking my
granted,
lips at you
right? Like,
hardcore
I
right
don't.
now.
But look, I
Okay,
don't. Obviously, like, I don't ever expect to like actually have these conversations with these people. Honestly, I just don't fuck with white bitches that only fuck with niggas. I just don't.
but that's not
Like,
the
I don't have
issue.
any white friends who only see black men. Actually, I don't have any white friends that are currently with white men. I
I
mean,
think
black men
I
or
think
black
it's
friends that are with white women.
I think it's kind of weird when like white women or just really anybody makes that a part of their identity. Like when that becomes like a hashtag
I
thing that they're
only
posting.
date black men.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I think when it
yeah.
starts to become like a
That's
part of who you
offensive.
are, then it's too far.
Yeah,
Well, like,
yeah. Or
I
to me,
only
it
date
seems like
anybody.
fetish. Would you say honest?
Yeah. Like, I only date, like, any kind of people. Like, whether it's, like, I only
Yeah,
date, like, white people or I only
yeah.
date, like jocks or, like,
Mhm, mhm.
skaters or whatever. You can't
Have
put yourself in a box
Have
like
you
that.
seen uh, damn it, what's that show on Netflix? Love is Blind?
Yeah.
Oh, I so badly want to watch that. I haven't
Oh,
had
you
time for
have
it yet
to.
though. Oh,
You
it sounds
absolutely
amazing.
have to. But there's this amazing couple on there, black girl, white guy, and the black girl, like after they see each other or what have you, like the black girl's like, "Oh my God, how am I gonna explain this to my black family? We are black, okay, like hardcore, and I don't know what this white guy really up to." And it was just like it was this thing for like one episode, and then it did not matter anymore. And oh, it was just so beautiful. But like, I don't know, it was really nice to see like how you can fall in love with a person's soul. But I'm sure neither of them went in there thinking that they were gonna find someone of the opposite race.
Yeah.
You
Okay, but
know,
my whole issue with this whole thing is why does your
I
friend
was just
Honesty have to
joking.
ask for permission? Oh,
I
now
was
you're just joking.
I
Now,
was just
now, now you're just joking.
I was just joking. Yeah. All right, so let me be honest with you. Okay, so I used to God. All right, so do you remember Tony
I
that used
think
to live downstairs, Army vet,
yes,
black dude?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
super
Didn't he?
handsome,
Didn't he live?
right? Okay,
Wait.
Hey,
No,
Tony.
black guy?
no,
No?
no,
Okay.
no.
Well, anyway, he was super nice looking. I could have gotten any number of, eligible black women for him, and he wanted white Karen, and that was okay. That was okay with me. I didn't care. I did
That's
not
just his
care.
like
That was
preference.
They had their thing. I don't know what. No, because anyways, this was just this one thing. This one thing with white Karen, and so, anyways, so I had a situation happen where I was um, crying to Karen, okay, because we were friends, right? We were good friends. Um, and I was telling her how, like at at some point, in my life, like someone had cheated on me, and it was with a white girl. And Karen had the nerve, and me in the midst of my tears, okay? This bitch had the nerve to say, well, does that really matter? Bitch, and if it don't, you should listen. Are you kidding me? Like, what? This is my issue. Apparently it's important to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's important to me. This is a thing. It's important to me. Yeah. So as my friend, you should support me. I've had that exact same conversation with several of my other white friends. And, I've never had that reaction ever before. They'd be like, bitch, what? No, he didn't go get a Becky. And I'd be like, bitch, that's what I'm saying. And she'd be like, oh my God, girl, you want to roll up? And I'd be like, no, it's cool. I'm like, okay, well, we're still meeting in the morning at Panera. So,
So,
like, okay, girl. What?
so would you come at these people the same way that they're like, oh, I only date like white chicks, or I only date like black males, or like whatever? Would you come at them the same way if they would be like, I don't date fat chicks, or I don't date fat men, or I don't
Yes.
date skinny men, or you know what I
What?
mean?
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right,
Absolutely.
hey.
And then there is no I don't date skinny man. Everybody knows skinny boys got the best D. Yeah.
Can I throw kind of a weird I don't know. This might be like a wrench in the gears, but like there's been a lot of controversy in the trans community between like feminists and trans people. Like people who are the hardcore feminists saying that trans men or trans women aren't uh specifically trans women aren't women, and that they're actually men, and that they shouldn't be like feminist.
I haven't heard that.
Mm.
And then there's
That's crazy. No.
Yeah, like
yeah.
no. Mm-mm. See, I applaud trans people because for me, right, being black, in my eyes, being black is like um having Wi-Fi. Everybody wants it, but nobody wants to pay for it. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's where we have like cultural appropriation and stuff like that, where that type of thing is offensive. So and this just kind of keep in the back of your mind, like seeing a white girl cycle through black men,
Yeah.
for her black friend, like in my mind. So yeah, so with that, right, like I
What
feel that we go ahead.
the question I was going to ask with it is like there's a controversy within that community where uh there's a lot of trans women who will say that
Mhm.
men are transphobic because they don't want to date trans women, which I would maybe argue from my perspective that it's more sexual preference. Like there is a difference between
But
a
are they
biological
trans
woman.
trans? Or I mean, is it?
I mean,
Surgery is advanced.
yeah, but I still think like there is a preference issue there where like maybe it's just not your thing. Like people are into all sorts of weird kinks and maybe that is your thing, but I think on the other end of the spectrum a lot of people would say that that's not their thing, and it's not because they're transphobic, it's just because that's not what they're into sexually.
For me, I kind of agree with you. Like, it's like more preference when it comes to like, do you prefer like vaginas or do you prefer like penises? Like, so for me, it's like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, I only date girls or I only date boys or I won't date like trans women or men or whatever. It comes down to like, do I prefer to have sex with somebody that has a penis or a vagina?
Right, right. Yeah, I'm
But
just
then,
trying to play devil's advocate from like this is the most extreme perspective of what we're talking about when it's
And
like
are they fully trans? So like when we
okay, see,
say
that's the thing, and
is
it's
it is
like,
it new vag? You know what I'm saying?
but even let's say post-op, all right, even
that new
let's
Okay.
vagic.
even
Okay.
let's say
Right, right. New vagic.
let's wow,
You can't. I mean,
but
I can't.
but
I don't know that I compete.
but
I can
let's
compete with new vagic.
but let's go with post-op, okay? And then it's somebody that's like it's a guy, all right, and
Mhm.
he meets a trans woman
Okay.
post-op, okay? And but she tells him that. And then now he can't get it out of his head that she at some point in time in her life had a penis, right? And so now that just turns him off because he just can't not think about that. You know what I mean? Like, is that him being like ignorant and not being able to like look past it, or again, like Wes was saying, it's just sexual preference, and you're like, this is just not what I'm into. I don't want to be with somebody that is like that. I would much rather just have a woman that was born a woman, and like then that's what it is, like in all her biological ways. You know what I mean? So
So obviously, I'm assuming the scenario is like, he's finding out later on, right? That
yes.
okay, all right, cool. So, um, mm,
So is he transphobic?
because I don't think that we are there yet as a people. Yeah,
In what
but
way? And
mm,
what do you mean?
I mean that we're just now wrapping our minds around children saying that they were born in the wrong body. And let's be clear, we're not fully there yet. Okay? Like um children killing themselves um because they feel that simply that they're gay as opposed to, something as extreme as born in the wrong body. You know what I'm saying? Like we are living in a fucking bizarre time. Like shit is happening,
I would hope.
And I feel like as as much as we talk about mental health, um, hopefully we as a people can get to the point where we can accept, that trans aspect. But I feel
Yeah,
like we're already wrapping our minds around it, like but we're not there yet as as Americans, we're not there yet. No way.
But it's
I
even being respectful about it though is the issue. It's like a guy finding out that he is like hitting on a trans woman, finds out that she's trans, pre-op or post-op, and then he's like, "No, this is." And let's say he's respectful about it. He's like, "This is just not what I'm into, and
Mm,
I apologize, whatever." But then she still calls him transphobic.
mm,
Is it being transphobic? You know what I mean? Like he's
I
just
don't think
respect. It's
so.
his own personal preference. Just like I don't date fat chicks.
I
Mm,
think what you were saying about like we're just not there that as a people is totally I agree with that completely. Like I think a lot of us are just not caught up to that perspective yet, and it's going to take a while for all of us to get on the same page.
yeah. 'Cause I
But
think a lot of guys would still do it
I
as long
think
as it could be a secret thing, you know?
right, but at the same time, I do feel like there's the other side of me that feels like both can be true. Where yes, in the wiring of the personality of who that person is based on like their brain structure. They were just born in the wrong body. I
Yeah,
can accept that. But
yeah.
at the same time, their body is still their biological body. And there's
I
going to
got
be
you.
people where there are differences between like the bone structure and the muscular structure and how hairy people are. And like, yeah, estrogen and like testosterone and things like that can help. And there's like different types of therapies for people who
But
are
still,
transitioning.
yeah,
But that's a whole that's a lifestyle that you're accepting when you wanna be in a relationship with that type of person.
for sure.
So for, like, the people who do wanna be with that type of person, then fuck yeah, like, all the power to you, and
Yeah,
that's a lot to take on, and
yeah,
that's a brave person to do that, but at the same time, there's gonna be people who are just not willing to accept that type of lifestyle, and it may
definitely.
not and it's not because they're hateful towards trans people and they don't understand the perspective, it's just because that's not what they want for their life.
Okay, but that goes into my whole point of the whole like,
That's
I don't
personal preference though. That's
I
not
don't date skinny people
no,
because
but
it's my
that's
personal
not the
preference.
same, but, I
How
feel like
not?
because you can't hide that you're skinny or fat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess so me, I don't believe in shapewear, okay?
Ooh, that's kind of a
My
good point.
my brother, went to go hit this chick one time, and, he said that she had on, like, all this shapewear, and he was like, she was fine in the club, but when we got back to the room or whatever, like, she took her shapewear off, and he was like, it opened up like a can of biscuit.
That's terrible.
I was like, "Ugh, that sucks." And so he left, and she was mad and bashing him like, "Oh, you
So
ain't."
do you believe that he like deserves to be bashed?
No, because she tricked him. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Oh,
trick me.
all
Don't
right, all right.
trick me. Tell me
Mhm.
what it is up front. You got a little cushion for the pushing. All right.
So
I'm
should that be something that a trans person should say just like outright? Like the moment that you start talking to them, they should have to tell
so,
you that, "Hey, I'm trans." Because if not, then you're hiding it, right?
um,
Especially if it's
maybe when you
pre-op.
maybe
Especially
after you find out, like if this person, if y'all even have a connection like that, you know? Because I mean,
Honestly,
you don't always know off the bat.
So at what point should that person, that trans person, come out and say it? When you
Like,
get back to the room, just like how your brother found, or
I feel
whoever it was,
right, right.
found
Well,
out that she
I mean, but
opened up
we're
like a can of
assuming that
biscuits,
they
you know what I mean? Like, is that when the trans person should be like, "Hey, by the way, I got a penis." Just,
biscuits, like
you know?
no, I mean, I feel, like, when you get to that point with a person, like, oh, okay, I like this person. Oh, we're gonna go on a second date, you know? That kind of deal, I guess.
but ultimately, like, it really, like, in my opinion, it shouldn't matter. Like I get, and like I said, like having preferences, like whatever, but ultimately, like it shouldn't matter. Like if you will date somebody who's has health problems, if you'll date somebody who's like has diabetes or is blind, then you should be just as willing to date somebody who's trans. Like, yeah, it is stuff to take on. They do have to do like hormone replacement therapy, and they may have to go through surgery, or they may have already gone through surgery. But like that, if you love somebody, it shouldn't really matter.
What if they want to have kids and we're post-op already?
Yeah.
So, what if you fall in love with a woman who can't have kids because her uterus is tilted? Like, well, okay, now you're not going to marry her? You can't
I mean,
adopt? You can't, there's not other ways?
I think some people might want to have, like, I guess that's a really extreme case. And yeah, so you're definitely going to run into people who are extremely ignorant based on that type of thought process. But they're also at the same time, like, it's such a gray area that there's going to be people who, like, I want to have kids who are genetically mine.
Yeah.
And maybe they're wrong for that because that's such an
I
extreme,
mean,
like,
I get
specifics.
that.
Yeah.
No, I think there is a fear in all of us, whether we want to admit it or not. We all watch those same sad, hungry child commercials and what have you. Hold on, you guys. Sorry. Um,
It's all good.
but yeah, like we all feel that soft spot in our heart for kids in need or what have you. But do you really think that you have it in you to truly love another child as if they were your own? Not family, okay? Because they already kind of have some privilege, right? Like we already know each other. I already love you a lot. The fact that your parent died or what have you only makes me love you more. Um, but like a child that you do not know in any capacity, do you
I
do you
mean,
really have it in you to love them like you birthed
I
them?
I didn't think like when I was pregnant and before I like even got pregnant, like I never thought that I would like be a good mom,
Love a
like
kid.
want to be a mom and like love my daughter, and like even like at first it was like
Me
I had to
either.
and now I'm like, if that's something I can do, I honestly like. I mean, I wouldn't know unless I tried, but I feel like I definitely could. Like, I definitely am open to like adoption. Like, that's something because I don't really want to get pregnant again, but I would want another child eventually. So I think that I would definitely want to help out some kid who needs like a better life.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So have you seen
wanting to
This Is
help
Us,
out isn't the
Taz?
same as what?
Have you seen This Is Us?
I, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't. The only reason I haven't is because I know you're gonna give me shit for this, but I just really feel that I'm at a point in my life where I can't support shows that do not show a positive um black couple. Yeah. So
They don't show a positive black couple. What you mean? You ain't watched the show, and then yet you're saying that they don't support a positive black couple. What are you talking about?
are they a star?
Yes,
Oh,
the black kid. He's married to a black woman
but
later on.
he's white.
Who are you talking about?
The black boy that was adopted?
He's
Well,
not white. He's black. The black kid that got adopted
yeah,
is black.
yeah.
He
But
marries a black woman.
yeah, but he's white.
Wait, what?
How is he white?
Yeah.
He's black.
Is he not? I mean, he grew up white. You know what I'm saying? Like his family, aren't they?
Okay, but this is why I asked you if you had seen the
Oh,
show, was because it shows in the show that that there was issues with that, where
Mm.
as he's getting older and he starts hanging around his black friends and the
Mm.
mothers of those black children, that
Mm.
they kind of come at the white mom and they're like, you're not like washing his hair right, or treating his hair right, because it's not the
Yeah.
same way that you white people treat your
Yeah.
hair. Like, there's
Yes.
different
I
shit. And
fully
she was
believe in
like,
that.
oh, I didn't know. But then she was
I would
willing to
love that show.
learn. She was
Yes.
willing to learn those things. You know what I
That's
mean?
what matters.
But she
Yes.
was. But okay, so this is the thing with, like, that I wanted to bring up, where, adopting a child, yes, it can be a great thing, but there's culturally,
Yeah.
can, if you don't know, like,
Yeah.
specifically talking about the hair,
I got you.
if you,
Yeah.
if you don't know those things,
Mhm.
then you are raising your adopted child the wrong way, but you don't even
Yeah.
know that you're doing that. I
No,
mean,
you do know. No, you absolutely know. Honesty knows right now that if she adopts a black child, that she's gonna have to call me for black hair advice,
now we
and
do,
I'm
but this
gonna
was
have to
also,
tell her, like, I don't know nothing about black hair because, girl, I was raised white like you.
but in the
So we
show,
gotta find
it's
someone else.
in
No,
the it,
I got what you're saying. No, for sure. And that is something that I completely disagree with. Like, all right, so White Karen, right? White Karen has all half black kids. Um,
yeah, but she got a black man to make sure that everything goes good.
for sure. She got a black kid with that one guy, and then like her other kids are like from her previous marriage with a black man.
Okay.
Um, but two of her kids are adopted from a completely black couple. Okay. And her kids, the all black kids, they hair don't be done, okay? The hair, and when it is, it looks crazy. Okay. It looks crazy. And unfortunately I didn't meet them until the kids were older in life, and I wouldn't want to ruin their, self esteem like that. But why would you do this, White Karen?
Nah, why wouldn't you want to help them out? How do you not know that, like, their friends be like dogging on them and shit and saying stuff to them like, "Oh, your hair be nappy, like, why you got such nappy hair?" And they're like, "Oh man, shut the fuck up," but they really don't
Mm,
know how to take care of their hair.
yeah,
They've never been
maybe.
told how to take care of their hair. I feel like it would be the way that you go about it. Like, you don't go up to them and tell them like, "Oh man, you got some nappy hair." Be like, "Hey,
But I
you
don't know
should
how to
try
do
this with
hair.
your
I'm
hair."
not one of them. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know. I just feel like if you're white or if you're black, you should do that research first, because a black family will have a white kid not washing their hair. Like that is a thing. You guys, you know what I'm
nah, I
saying?
don't. I don't actually. I don't agree with that, because I think that a black family would do their research and they would find out that they actually had to, but a white
I think
family
I think
wouldn't do it.
I think they would too, but I'm saying I would be equally upset if they didn't, you
Yeah,
know?
no, yeah, that's good.
But that's the thing, people are always like, "Oh, yeah, mixed kids are the cutest." And then I see their kids and I'm like, "Bro, your kid looks like a fucking troll." You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't even take the time to learn how to do black hair. Your kid looks like a troll. Your kid isn't cute, you know? And,
Yeah.
it's a thing. So then, of course, the complexion comes into play, and that's a whole nother black issue. Just
Yeah.
a lot of black stuff there.
I'm probably the whitest one here. And I've
I'm sure I am, but go ahead.
What?
No way.
Mm,
No, but that was something that, like, I listened to a shitload of podcasts, and that's kind of how I got into like doing podcasting. Was Austin and I would talk about it all the time. Like, we should do one because we have good conversations all the time. That's why we started doing this. But there was something like I'd never thought about and I'd never really experienced in my life, was the divide between black people and people who are mixed, or people who are like a certain percentage black or brown.
mhm,
And through listening to podcasts, because like I lean left politically,
mhm,
so I try to listen to like left leaning political news shows and also right leaning political news shows to see what that side's talking about.
mhm.
So when I started,
Colorism
right,
is
exactly. So when I started listening to these left leaning podcasts, that was something I was introduced to, and I was like, I had no idea at all. Like that's not a part of white people's life
Yeah,
in any form or fashion.
yeah,
It hasn't been since like the 20s when like the last time white people hated white people was when we were mad at the Irish or the
yep,
Italians.
yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
still
for sure.
fucking hate white people.
Yeah.
Me too.
I don't. Sometimes they be pissing me the fuck off.
No, but in all honesty, so I do have a lot of black friends that are like, Taz, you hate white people. And I'm like, what? I've got white friends. They'd be like, no, you don't. I'd be like, look, here's Austin. And
Right.
here's honesty. Look, that's two right
Woo
there. No.
woo. I got 2 black friends, all right?
No, but I do make a point to let them know like all of the white friends that I do have, which is more than just you guys.
I still
They
don't believe that.
you
Just
for
that
real.
one.
Nah. We're your only
They
white friends.
they ask questions, like hey, um in on Black Twitter it's going down because this white guy said this. Why are you guys so mad about that? And it's like, oh, so see, this is what happened, and this is the history behind that particular saying or what have you. And they're like, oh, okay, now see, that makes sense. I'm mad too. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is my white friends they be mad. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, well, I agree. Even if they do, they don't let me know it.
Hmm.
Mm. But I don't know. I, colorism is definitely a thing. I feel like, oh, you know what? Drake. Drake said in a song, he said, "I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga."
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
I get it, right? Like he was saying, like I'm still dark, but at the same time, it was a metaphor for black people too. Like yeah, I'm light skinned, but I'm woke because it's really hard to take a light skinned person serious when they be talking about they woke. It's
Yeah.
like, bruh, are you with your great granddaddy being white behind? You know what I'm saying? Yo, massa having, and it's just this whole thing. So, um,
Yeah, but if that person is trying to be like on your side and then y'all are giving him shit for even trying to be
like,
on your side,
we don't
you
need no
know?
in betweens. We need real white people that love us. Because that's really,
We don't need
in
no
all
in
honesty,
between.
that's what it is. We need you to either be blickety black or wickety white. Okay.
How do you feel about this all reminds me of a video I saw that like stuck with me. There was a group of black activists marching through like a downtown metropolitan area,
Mhm.
and there was white people like walking up to them while they were shouting about black rights, and like I think it was during like the peak of the Black Lives Matter movement,
Yeah.
like right after Trayvon Martin. So like this
Yeah.
video comes out of these people marching down the streets, and white people were walking up and like trying to be a part of this group of black people marching, and the black people are shouting these white people down and like calling them all sorts of names and shit, and like saying like you don't deserve to be a part of the movement. Uh, so like obviously that's the far end of that side of the beliefs. Like
Yeah.
I'm curious how you feel about when people take it that far.
Um,
Like, do you think that they were right to do that, or
Like people like when white people are like, "Yeah, we totally agree with you." And that movement was obviously like, "Well, you didn't come from where we came from.
yeah.
So you can't agree with us the way you think you do."
For sure. No, I think that that is more misplaced anger than anything. Um, because in reality, right, what we need is enough upstanding white citizens who don't have half black kids or grandkids to be on our side and to say that, hey, all you other white people that are treating black people wrong, uh, this is not okay. And look at me, look at my history. I'm not attached to any black person in any, you know, familial sense. This is just me being a human and saying that this is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need enough of those white people behind us to make noise, which is crazy. Um, I don't know. I don't know. In the same sense, right? I do feel like segregation is probably the worst thing that has, or rather, desegregation is probably the worst thing that has ever happened to Black people.
I'm curious. Like I've heard that before. So I'm curious what you mean by that.
Mhm. So, because during segregation, right, you have Black people who had their own businesses. We relied on us for everything. And um, it wasn't that we didn't want to go to the white businesses, but we weren't allowed to, you know? Um,
Right.
and I just like with a kid telling them they can't have candy and then, they sneak it when you're not looking. Same thing, right? Like we're all humans, like we still have those behaviors as adults. So we wanted that. And when desegregation happened, um, it was all, oh, the Black stuff ain't good for me no more. I got to go get the white man's thing because the white man been keeping this his special milk from me. The white man been keeping this special corner store from me so long. I got to go see what he got. He got different stuff, better stuff. It's more amazing because it's the white man's thing that they've been keeping from me. And so there's the decline in Black business, because you
Yeah.
all continue to shop with you, and so did we. We started to shop with you, and stop shopping with us. So yeah,
Hmm.
definitely the worst thing that happened to Black people.
Hmm.
It creates like a hunger mentality within
Yeah,
like
Mhm,
your own community.
but that's
mhm,
on. Okay, okay. To be
mhm.
the worst kind of person right here.
Yeah,
That's on y'all. That's on y'all. Like, if we're gonna break it down into like black
Damn,
and
that is the
whites,
worst person.
yeah.
if we're gonna break it down onto black and whites, that is the 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 black side of it. That's y'all fault for thinking that we had something better because we didn't, and
But it
we
was
don't.
but it was kept from us.
And I get that, but then you still should have known that. Like, I guess, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if you're saying that that was the worst thing that ever happened, then that was on y'all for not educating each other enough to being like, hey, I know it looks like the grass is greener on the other side, but it ain't. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
yes, it's been kept from us, but now we just have it to where we could go over there. But why? Why should we
yeah.
go over there? We shouldn't. We should still stick with us. We should build each other up. Now we can. If we want to, we could.
Hmm.
So I mean, that's all. That's it.
And so
But
that's when colorism comes in too, because then you have, oh well, we don't like them too dark in our stores. So then you got, so me and my friend, we joke. Um, you have field niggas, which are super dark, porch niggas, which is in between, that would be me, and house niggas, you know, and then the half white, they white enough to be in the house. Me, I'm a porch nigga. I'm too light for the field, too dark for the house. That makes sense. Uh,
logic,
yeah,
logic,
for sure.
logic is house. Logic is a house, right?
I- Logic is yes, absolutely.
Yes,
He's a
yes,
house nigga. Yep, yep,
yeah.
for sure, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah,
That
you
was a
got it.
confusing sentence, dude. I was
You
like, wait,
got it.
what?
No, I'm like, oh, logic. Yeah, he is. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
So
thought
yeah.
you meant
sorry.
the concept logic, not
The
the
Yeah,
rapper.
me too. Me
the
too.
rapper Logic is a house,
Hmm. Yeah, for sure.
and like 50 Cent would be considered like a field.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey,
Okay.
But so
this
then you
re-
have
this
that.
reminds
Then you have.
me.
Oh, go ahead. Mhm.
No, you're okay. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting. Um,
Oh no, it's okay.
how did you feel? Do you remember when Bill Maher got in trouble for saying "house niggas" on his show?
Mm. Um, Wes, are you white?
Yes, I am. I'm super sorry. I was actually reading. I'm reading it like verbatim from an article right now.
I can deal with the. I can deal with the quote. Okay, I'll let you slide. Okay,
Okay,
No, he's
that's
just not gonna say it out of context.
sure. Okay.
this is
We're
the one
24.
time I won't ever say it again.
Yeah, we're 24 days out of February, so I'll let you slide.
I forgot where I was for a
Right.
second.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
see, but that's okay. We back.
So Bill Maher has his show on
Yeah.
HBO. He's obviously super
Yeah.
white guy. He pretends to be
Yeah.
left leaning.
Mhm.
But he was interviewing somebody, and he said, "I've got to get to Nebraska more." And the
Mhm.
guy he was interviewing said, "You're welcome. We'd love to have you work in the field with us." And then
Mhm.
Bill Maher replied, "Work in the fields, Senator. I'm a house N-word. No,
Mhm.
it's a joke." And
Mhm.
then the audience obviously groaned, while some people
Mhm.
clapped. And then Bill Maher defended himself afterwards and continues to have his show, which
Yeah.
obviously that's a white person of insane privilege and
For
insane
sure.
like prosperity.
For
And
sure.
I don't agree
Isn't
with
he isn't
what
he
happened.
Jewish?
Like, yes, he is.
Yeah, that's what I think that's what does it. Like the fact that he's Jewish, he's like Jesus's people. You know what I'm saying? If it's one thing black people scared of, it's Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You can't piss
Yeah.
Jesus off. If he want to say nigga, you let that Jew say nigga. You know, it's like you better not piss Jesus's cousin off.
Man, I wish I was Jewish so I could say the N word.
Right? Too bad.
God,
That ship has sailed.
I'm just a
It
fucking
has
white person
for sure, for sure, with no culture.
with no. Yeah, you're right. No
You out
culture.
here sucking in life.
I
Not
think
at all.
it is an interesting point though that like that just gets written off in our society that like he just
We didn't.
continues to be super rich and famous and have his show. Like
Well, we
cuz
didn't let we didn't let Paula Dean off.
Or
no,
Roseanne.
no. It's happened
Yeah,
so
or
many
Roseanne.
times.
Roseanne knew better though. She should have did that.
Yeah, she was dumb for that shit.
She
I
should.
thought the bitch was white shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. For
Okay.
sure.
Okay. So we got a lot out on that subject. It is starting to get a little late. So Wes, I know that there was something that you wanted to talk about.
Oh.
Well, just while we're dealing with the coronavirus and everybody being on quarantine, I wanted to just see what everybody was enjoying lately, just so that we're not losing our minds. Like, we've had some deep conversations throughout all this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a lot of what's going on right now is scary. And to try and ease the panic, like, I just wanted to ask you guys, what have you been doing to try and stay sane?
Taz, you can go first.
Oh, you just gonna put me out there, huh?
Yeah. You're our guest, so I gotta make you go first.
So I actually work from home. I always have. Or not always, but like it's been like 4 years I've been working from home. So this is my norm, honestly. But now that the government is telling me that I gotta stay home, um, I kind of lost it today. Cracked just a little bit, you know. Um, I wanted to go outside, and so I stepped out on the balcony for a second. I was like, "Ugh, I hate it out here." But and
You can
so it made
still
me
go
appreciate,
outside.
huh?
You can still go outside.
Well, I don't want to because black people are getting it now. And it was cool when it was just y'all, but now that we getting it too, it's like, oh shit, nigga, this melanin ain't gonna save us. Nah, but um, yeah. So, and by the way, for your black listeners, like if there's anybody out there that still truly believes that we are immune, that is not the case. Even if you stay away from your white friends, it doesn't mean that you can't get it from somewhere else. I know
Black
that there's
people,
a group.
stay away from your white friends. I know you ain't
Yeah.
got a lot of them, and it's pretty easy to do that, but stay away from them, okay?
Yeah, there's been some crazy misinformation going around.
Yes, yes. I have actually when the first black person got it on the jazz team, whatever the guy's name is, I don't know. But when he got it, I put out a PSA like, hey guys, it's okay. Like, all right, now we know that we can get it. Please buddy up with your closest white friends so we can learn how to properly panic because this is the first time we've had to, you know?
No. Don't buddy up with a white person because they're the people that are fucking freaking out the most right now and that are buying all the toilet paper. That was the wrong thing to tell people.
What? You
Yes.
think so? I think
Yes.
everyone is buying toilet paper.
You know how many? Okay, listen, I went to the store today. All right. You know how many white people I saw with gloves on their hands?
Really?
J-
How
j-
many?
Zero. And you know who was also a
No.
part of that? Me. You know how many mixed people or black people that I saw with gloves on their hands? A whole bunch. See what I'm saying? Like
I
y'all
thought you
already
meant
knew
what?
that shit. Y'all already knew what to do. Don't tell them to buddy up with a white person. They're gonna get the coronavirus.
Yeah, and the
Everybody
white people
didn't.
looking at them like they're crazy. Like,
And they're out here doing the shit that I should have been doing. I should have been
yeah,
wearing gloves, but I said, nah, fuck that shit. I'll just wash my hands when I get home.
Oh no.
Yeah,
yeah,
see?
white people are fucked in this.
And you done
That's
fucked up. You need to
crazy.
go back on there and be like, I apologize to all
No, because
my
we're
friends.
getting it. We're getting it. So we have to. We
It's
need
probably
to.
your fault. That
No,
basketball player probably saw your post
no way.
and was like, "Oh, I gotta get with my white friends."
It would be me. Mm-mm. No, you guys didn't see that? He was actually he
He
was
was
like
touching all the
doing an
microphones
interview.
and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
they
was
were like
making fun of the
Yeah,
virus. Like, I'm
he was
not gonna
making
get it.
fun of it. Yeah. Like, oh, you should. And
what a
look, now you done gave
dumbass.
him your own what
What
kind of
a dumbass.
foolishness? Ah, he did it for us. And then Idris Elba. Ah, okay. Tom Hanks, and I don't know if you guys know this or not. I'm gonna have to find the link, but Tom Hanks just did a photo shoot for Crown Royal, and he was all up in the photo shoot looking like Devontae Thomas Hanks. Okay, he was looking real African American. Okay,
What?
it was yes, yes.
You
Did
gotta
you
find the
see
link and send it to me.
his son Chet Hanks come out and say like, because Tom Hanks got the coronavirus.
His son's name is Chad. I can't believe that.
No, it's Chet.
Chet.
Like
That's
Yeah,
even more
CHET.
redneck.
That's even worse.
No.
he came out with like a super douche bro video about how his parents are okay. It's if you can find it, it's a great watch.
What? I'm gonna.
Okay, so babe, what have you been doing to keep yourself sane in these troubling times?
Well, I'm on season 22 of America's Next Top Model. Last season,
Jesus.
I almost watched them all now. And then today I recorded a song.
Oh, that is very productive.
Yeah,
The song is
I think
beautiful.
so. Thank you.
Aw,
I wish I could
I don't
play
doubt
it for
it.
you guys somehow, but it wouldn't sound great the way we're
Nah,
recording right now.
no, it would not.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, actually I played the guitar for that song that she recorded. I like went ahead and dropped it down for her on the guitar, and then let her.
You see, men can't let us have nothing, girl. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter, Josh, Jermaine, girl. It is National Women's Month, Austin.
Are you really giving me shit about this right now?
Just chill, bro.
Are
We
you
know
serious?
you. We owe you the world. Look, man, standing here looking at me.
Oh my god!
We
Oh
know we
my
owe you
god!
guys the world.
The only reason that song
Yeah.
is good is because she's singing on it. I my guitar is dog shit on it. Okay, the only reason that it's good is because she's singing on it.
Yeah.
Mm,
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 I knew you was gonna give me a.
mm.
You might. Are you gonna smack your lips too?
Honestly,
Come on, give me a smack lip.
you just gonna agree with him now.
Double
We
up.
supposed to see. You see what I'm saying? We can't unite.
Oh
That's the
my
problem.
god.
All I'm saying.
So what I've been doing to
Love is
keep myself busy is actually I haven't been quarantined yet. And Wes, you haven't either, really.
No, not till
Um,
midnight tomorrow.
yeah, we haven't been quarantined yet. Like we've still been working basically every day since the shit's been going on. So I mean, now it's just fucking enjoying my baby and playing video games. Real talk.
Mm.
That's kind of the only thing that I got to do if I'm gonna be stuck inside. And then I mean doing the podcast and shit, but uh I don't know, I've been getting into a lot more a lot of different like video games and shit. Uh
Call of Duty.
Bro, is it just because it's in black and white? Is that does he have like a tan and because it's in black and white it makes him look like Thomas Devontae Hanks? Is that what you're trying to
Mhm.
say?
It's not just because it's in black and white. Look how crispy that beard is. He got the salt and pepper thing going on, which is something that white guys are really scared of. That's a bold move for a white guy.
But if there was anybody to do it, it would be Tom Hanks. Like, let's be real
Really?
here.
I was
Yes.
expecting it from him.
What?
Hmm.
Do you not know who Tom Hanks is? Have you ever
Mm,
have you ever seen
yeah.
an interview of Tom Hanks? Have you ever seen him like just out there chilling in the world, just
Just
being
because he
Tom?
cool Calm down. Okay.
But this photo just proves that he is.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. Like, there's no question he's invited to the barbecue just off this photo alone.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
not. But if you were to really sit down and like know who Tom Hanks is, you would know that that motherfucker has already been invited to the barbecue. You just didn't
Mm,
know.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. I feel like this is a setup to tell me how down you are.
Nah. Nah.
You know you coming to the barbecue. You get in.
I was definitely not gonna say that I should be invited to the barbecue. That was no.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna do. Nah, I wasn't gonna do that. You know, you over
Mhm.
here talking about how men take fucking everything, and
Mhm. Y'all do.
I'm not trying to take nothing anymore. I'm gonna just sit back and shut the fuck up.
Mm. That
If you say
sounds
his
great.
name quick, it sounds like thanks. If you look at his Instagram handle, it's Chet Hanks with an X. So it's
Kidding.
So Hank,
thanks.
Hank,
Thanks. That is so silly.
hey man, I got you some cigarettes from the gas station. Thanks.
Thanks. Let me look this kid up. I didn't know he had a kid actually.
He looks like the meme of like the fucking douche guy. I forget what that meme
Oh,
is,
he
but
is
the
such
classic
a douche.
he looks like such a douche.
Whoa, he's a bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's such a total bro.
Such a bro,
Whoa.
dude.
Such a bro.
Such
Can't
a
believe that's
bratty.
Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks' child. Oh, he has a black baby mama.
What?
Chet Hanks, baby mama revealed. Yeah, that's what it says right here. I don't know how true this is, but
Girl, you better spill them deets. Wait, black people don't
uh
say deets.
we
That's
don't.
definitely a white person thing to say.
Yeah. This is the T.
With beans? No, that's still a white person thing to say.
It's T. It's T.
Oh, spill the tea?
Yeah, it's T.
Okay. Spill the tea.
Ah,
Girl, spill the tea. See, I
I
don't
don't
even know.
know.
See, I'm so uncultured, man. It's so bad.
You are. Yeah. It's
Oh,
okay. It's
shit.
because you're white.
I get it.
It's funny.
I know.
I like when I'm playing Call of Duty, every once in a while, it'll be like some racist guy on there. He'll be like, you know what? You stupid gun whore bitch. Why don't you go back to Africa? And I'll be like, well, why don't you go back to Caucasia? Like, what?
Where is
Like, right.
Caucasia?
Exactly. Where is that at? Exactly. With your no culture having behind. At least I got somewhere else to go. Okay.
Do
Well,
you
This is my home. And so is that.
technically, we would just go back to Europe, which is right around the corner.
Right.
So, I mean, Caucasia is technically Europe, is what you're talking about. So I
No.
do know.
Mm-mm.
What do you
Mm-mm.
mean? Mm-mm.
Caucasia is to sum up all of the whites that you could possibly be. That's what that is Caucasian. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna sum up because if you ask a white person like, oh,
Oh,
how white are
okay.
you?
I get it.
What
I
are
get
you?
it.
They
That's like,
know, like, oh, I'm Irish and German, and oh, my great granddaddy was a little whatever,
but all black people are African.
for sure.
Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying now.
God.
Okay.
do you think there
Boo.
will ever be a time when we're cock African?
Fuck Africa. That's happening. That is happening right now. That is happening. Like all the interracial couples. I mean, and who knows? If that's your
Title of Taz's sex tape right there.
Title of the episode right there.
But no, that is definitely a thing. And so I work for a clothing company and it's funny because we get a lot of complaints from white people like, hey, what happened to all your white models? Like now it's all
Oh
black
yeah.
people and dreadlocks and mixed kids and white families with all black kids. Like what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like why are you trying to push this down our throats? And so like I mean, I get what they're saying, right? Like
But you couldn't
there's
explain to them like why, from a black perspective, of why are they pushing nothing but white, uh, like models and white kids onto like the black families, you know?
well, because right now, like us, we're the babies that we're having, like they're gonna be half black, half white, like majority, half black, half white kids. Like being all black or all white is becoming more or less and less of a thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, that does.
eventually, thousands of years from now, I mean, if you really start
Thousands?
to,
No.
Yeah,
What
like
did they say?
if I was
I
asking on
think
a
they say
serious
like
note, the
40.
question that I was asking you, it's like, do you think there's going to be a time where like being white or black doesn't matter anymore, where we're not going to have this conversation anymore, where like that's not going to be an issue?
do you
Oh,
think that there won't even
no.
be a race though? Is what I'm saying. Is
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
think that
getting
there
at.
won't be a race. Like,
Thousands
we'll
of years
like,
from now, we will
mm,
all be the same exact color. Maybe not thousands, or even. I mean, it could be 1,000 years. That's what I'm saying. Or I mean, it could be 100 years. Whatever. But you get my point. What I'm trying to say is that at some point
um,
we could get to like everybody like would be the same color. And
they say
actually,
in the next 100,
in the next 100 years, that
everybody's gonna
everybody,
be half black, half white type deal, mixed.
because of the
Do you guys think
generations and
it's
everything else.
a little
Yeah,
depressing that it has to come? Like, I think it's in a way beautiful that like
that
the
we have
races
to
will.
do that to get.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, it's in a way
absolutely.
beautiful that that's like what humanity has to become. That we're all gonna
Yeah,
mix together. That's
yeah, but
the
it's
ultimate
disgusting
melting pot. But at the same time, like it's also kind of sad that
for sure.
that has to be what happens. We can't just come to like an understanding
Right,
be-
right.
because visually we look different. Like
Yeah,
that's crazy.
for sure. I agree. I agree 100%. I mean, it's on both sides too. Like there are black people that want half white kids because of the hair texture, or there are white people who want to have half black kids because of the bold features or what have you. So yeah, I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing.
It's a shitty thing.
It is for sure. For
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
sure.
terrible.
All right, you guys. It's getting a little late here.
Okay.
Gotta be up early. Taz, thank you
Yes.
so much for coming on. And after all this coronavirus shit like blows over and everything else, and we can finally go out of our houses, we definitely still want to have you over,
Yeah,
and have you in person.
I
Uh,
would love it.
it's just
In the meantime, I'm trying to get together a 420 smoke sesh, like a
Hell
virtual
yeah.
one, you
okay,
know? And
okay.
like,
You know that's my anniversary. It's our anniversary, right?
yes, I know. I'm
Yeah,
aware, fully
yeah.
aware. As a
Too bad I can't
Californian.
smoke.
Why?
My job.
Mm, you need a new
Mm.
job.
What, girl?
Yeah. What do you mean
Girl.
now? What
I
job?
literally go to school for cannabis. So
Uh
you
huh.
need a new job. The fact that,
No,
people can go to school for this
I think
thing.
I'm gonna keep this job.
Mm,
Mm,
I think there's better ones out there that
ah,
allow you, but maybe that's
ah,
gonna change soon, you know?
hopefully,
It
hopefully,
might
yeah.
change. It's on the ballot this year, you guys. I expect you to vote. We're all adults.
Hell yeah, you already know.
So,
But yeah,
yeah.
no, anyways,
But thank
uh,
you guys so much for having me.
of
I
course, like I
appreciate
said,
it.
I mean, when we can actually have you over, we would still much rather like have you over and in person. Like we definitely miss you, and it sucks that we had to do it this way. But
Yeah,
we gotta
for
be
sure.
vigilant about this social distancing, as does everybody else out there in the world. As you can see, I mean, we didn't even have Wes over here. Like Wes is at his own damn house. Like we were taking this shit seriously, and so should everybody else.
Yeah.
And make sure you wash your hands and shit like that. Uh, Wes, you're beautiful, and I love you.
I love you too,
Thank you.
man. All I really want, I didn't get to give my actual recommendation for what
Oh,
people should be
Oh yeah,
doing
what are you
during the
doing,
yeah,
Wes?
outbreak.
yeah. What do you think? Yeah.
I've been enjoying Doom Eternal, which that's all gaming talk, so I'm just gonna skip over that.
Yeah, because I
But
got shit for that already. I
I
gotta.
think
Mm,
I think
mm.
something that's really cool that people can check out during the outbreak is the Internet Archive. It's archive.org, and there's all sorts of different types of content on there. But my favorite is the VHS Vault. Um,
Mm.
and it's people basically like throughout history, since VHSs have been a thing, have been ripping things off of TV. And it's all uploaded to this Internet Archive. And so, like I said, it's archive.org /details /VHS Vault. And it's all this crazy stuff, like anything from 60s commercials to the original Lion King on VHS.
What?
And if you miss that like VHS grain of like watching something
Yeah,
on your
I do.
VCR
I
player,
do.
I do.
Shut
you
up.
can just go to this
Yeah.
place and watch
What?
5.
I'm
can just go to-
insulted. I'm straight up insulted by that. No, 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 no.
You remember VHS, bro?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
girl,
They
come
have
on.
they have
Come
Bear in
on
the
now, I'm
Big Blue
getting cold.
House.
Wait,
I
They
was.
have
again?
What'd you say, babe?
What's the website one more time?
it's archive.org/details/VHS vault.
I love Barry in the Big Blue House.
They have Bear in the Big Blue House. They have
Oh,
the
I love
Microsoft
that.
Windows 95 video guide starring Rachel Aniston and Matthew Perry from Friends.
What?
It's just ridiculous stuff that's like just you can go through TV history.
That's
I've been really enjoying that.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna check that out. Thank you.
I'm still super
Yeah.
jealous about you,
Mhm.
Wes, and playing Doom Eternal though.
Doom Eternal's the shit. It's so good.
If anybody out there would like to donate $60 to the podcast so I can play that, you can get you can donate at our Venmo or Cash App or PayPal. Just search up Blue Skies Pod.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Oh, me and Man have been playing the shit out of Call of Duty, too, by the way. And
What's your
that's like
player
fire.
name so people can play with you?
It is it's TASDAQU33N 216.
Hell
So
yeah.
Taz the Queen 216. Yeah. Because of course,
And that's on
I told my brother
Xbox.
that. Yeah. Yeah, I told my brother, he's like, you, of course, you had to do it the ghetto way and do like two threes instead of E's. And I was like, actually, two E's were taken. I don't know who has that name, but
With the 216? Damn, who else is out there called Taz
I know,
in the
right?
216? You need to
I'm
find
like,
her
what?
and beat her ass.
Oh
Or
my
him.
God.
Find him
Crazy,
or
dude.
her and beat their ass and be like, I need
Oh,
this username.
right,
It's a big
right,
world, y'all.
right. So I know it's apparently just a big Cleveland because you know. Well, maybe they're a Browns fan though. I don't know.
Who knows?
But thank you guys. Anytime. I'm happy to do this
It was really cool talking to you.
for sure. Honestly, bye, girl. Love you.
Bye.
You can follow us on Instagram at Blue Skies Pod, Twitter, Blue Skies Pod. You can follow us on Facebook at Blue Skies from the Basement. If you would like to call or text us, we have our own personal phone line at 614-600-2056. Again, that's 614-600-2056. And you can text or call us if you would like to buy any of our merch. We have merch out at tpublic.com/Blue Skies from the Basement or /BSFTB. If, like I said before, if you want to donate to the podcast, you can donate at Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal, all Blue Skies Pod. And I think that is about it.
Yeah, I think we're good.
You can find me on Instagram at Blue Skies Guy 1 because I need to go and find the fucking dude that's got Blue Skies Guy Instagram and beat his ass. Okay.
That's terrible.
Um,
Mm.
I'm on Twitter too. I don't remember what my handle is, so I don't know why I said that.
Are you little dude on Twitter?
I think so. I think it's little dude 5787,
Okay.
something
And
like that.
I'm Savage Dad Wes. It's Savage Dad _Wes on Instagram. And fuck everything else. You can also find us on YouTube if you want to watch
Hey,
our only ever video episode.
we will do
Oh.
another one here soon. Don't you worry. We'll get
Wait
another
till
one
the
out
Rona
there.
calms down.
Right. No, I'm trying to do
Yeah.
it while the corona's happening. I need to find 2 webcams so we can get this shit running.
Yeah, hit us up if you got some webcams for sale.
Right. Some
Ooh.
cheap ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
and wait, can I can I give my Instagram
Yes, I was gonna let
Of
tag?
you do that.
course.
Awesome. Hey y'all, it's your favorite Canna mom. No, you can follow me on Facebook at Tas Evans. That's TASEVANS, or on Instagram at the Blazed Bay. Yeah, follow me. We can smoke one,
How do
a
you spell
virtual
the
one. right
How do
now.
you spell the Blaze Bay?
Oh, it's TheBlazeBae. The Blazed Bay.
Awesome.
There you go. There you go.
I've been wondering
Okay.
who that is.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. 420 girl was already taken and
Every time you see Blue Skies Pod, like one of your posts, that's me.
oh, okay. I thought it was totally thought it was Austin liking my shit.
No, Wes
Oh,
does
I'm
all of
all
our
over
social.
it.
He does all of our social shit.
terrible. No,
Yeah.
it's
So
cool though. Thank you. I appreciate it for sure.
yeah, of course. Thank you for being on the show. All right, you guys. Everybody have a good night. Stay safe out there with this fucking Corona shit going on.
Yeah, for sure. If you don't have to leave, don't.
Right.
Especially we all got kids. Think
Mm-hmm.
about the babies, y'all.
Think
You
about
know,
the
Stay
babies.
inside.
bro.
Play some Doom Eternal.
Do play some what?
Doom Eternal. It's a new game.
It's better than Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Just
it's
don't mind me.
yeah.
How dare you? What are you playing on?
It's actually really fucking dope.
What are you
Like
playing on?
anything.
PS4.
What?
You can play it on Xbox too.
Do I have to buy it? Is it
Yeah.
like virtual? Is it like
60
one that I
bucks.
can? Damn.
Yeah. It's a AAA game. It ain't no
Mm.
joke. This is
And
like
it's
a
called
legit game.
Doom
Doom
Eternal.
Eternal. Yes.
Okay. I just said Doomy Turner. Like Doomy
Doom
Turner.
Eternal. No, Doom Eternal. But all right, you guys have a good night. Stay safe out there and later.
Peace.